So, Meta, you can keep looking at those feats at your leisure. You've no absolute rush on it.
Is it going to be easier for me to add that shit myself? Or is it going to be easier for me to tell you what I want and have you add it to my character?
We can do it together as a team effort.
Hooray! Teamwork.
Okay. Yeah. So, you guys managed to put down the owlbears and bring down the Peritons. Several of you are grievously injured, but everyone is still alive. A few of you have already started looting the corpses. We did that a little bit at the end of last session. If anyone has other things they want...
You went right to looting the carcasses, you bastards?
I believe you are the only one with any healing abilities left. Your good berries are the only thing other than healing potions.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. Trust, do you have any spell slots left?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if you want to use some cure wounds, you do have that option.
That is a good point.
Oh shit, I have a fuck ton of good berries.
What is everyone's health situation like? I know mine's abysmal.
Currently dire, but I was just reminded how many fucking awesome magic berries I have in my pouch.
The good berry sugar daddy better start handing out them good things.
Dude, I'm almost dead.
He's done scarfing down a handful.
Yeah.
Do I have to peck them out of his hand like a bird?
No, but I would demand on throwing them up in the sky and having you catch them.
I better get inspiration points for that.
We're deepening our bond.
Oh yeah, that does remind me. Medic, if you want to roll a 1d6... No, it's Vorax who got the inspiration points this time. Yeah. So, Dragon, whenever you are able to, go ahead and roll a 1d6 for inspiration. And that can be later. Or if you want someone else to. I don't know how, if you're even on at a computer right now. Anyway, so is anyone getting anything else from the corpses? Other than healing?
What did I miss? Because I'm sorry, I missed everything so far, guys. I'm sorry.
I think the main ones who were looting stuff were Vorax, maybe Gajaku. Someone got Vorax got an owlbear head and a Periton head. So we just literally chopped off the heads from one of each creature.
I took the talons.
Okay, he took the talons. There's still other parts. If there's one Periton head, 2 young owlbear heads.
Can I get as many feathers as I'm allowed to take?
Sure. I think Zint already got a bunch of feathers though.
Oh, I got a crap ton of feathers. I'm happy to share.
No, just same page club. We're good.
I got them for arrows because arrows need feathers for standing.
Ooh. Do the babies still have both of their heads? The baby owlbears?
Yes.
I want to take both of their beaks and wear them as shoulder pads.
Okay. Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's metal.
Because fuck them, that's why.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Me and owlbears don't get along. They desecrate the land that I live in and try to protect. They fucking eat shit.
Well, and you got some fancy new drip out of it.
Damn straight. Just swagged out.
Okay.
Myth. Cure Runes. Can I cast it? Can I only cast it once? Can I use both? Cast it twice? One
Yeah,
on
you
one
can use both.
third?
You can cast it twice. One for each of you.
I need to eat as many good berries as I can to fill my health. So I'm at 5 Jesus, mother.
Hold on, Aaron.
I really,
See what
I really did almost die.
Well, you did go down to 0 for a bit.
That's right.
This is
Yeah.
for Aaron.
Are you throwing axes at me while I'm in my inventory?
He's using cure wounds.
Pros.
Oh.
So you
Send
heal
out.
11.
I heal 11. Nice. Thank you. I just realized it says I also have 8 temporary hit points, even though all my regular hit points had been getting demolished.
Oh, did you not subtract the temporary?
Apparently, no.
I don't remember how much damage you took from that big critical hit.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. He took
Oh,
22, and then he took 11 to put him literally right at 0.
Oh.
Oh.
He
If
had,
you had those temporary hit points, you actually weren't supposed to go down at all.
yep.
Okay. Well, add
Yep.
8 hit points to whatever your number is.
To the total? Okay.
Yeah. And just get rid of the temporary ones now.
Oops.
Not like me, Aaron. I exceeded my health twice.
Yeah, they did like 44 damage to you in one hit or something, and the other guy still got to attack.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was
Okay,
a
so
plus
I need-
27.
Yeah, critical hit.
God. I need to eat 9 good berries.
Have you included the 11 health that I just blessed you
Yep.
with?
Yes, sir.
Right there.
So I have 22 good berries to distribute, friends.
Well, that is the exact amount to bring Dress up to maximum hit points.
Oh. Well, how about that?
I highly recommend doing that.
Yeah, all right. Well, here you go. Have a whole bunch of these magic berries.
Just sits there scoffing his face.
All 21 of them.
The grievous holes in your chest start to seal up as you eat these.
Wait,
What?
it's 21.
Yeah, he got
20,
stabbed by an
22.
antlered bird in the chest. It was pretty.
In one pair?
He got gored pretty awesome.
He got,
By two
yeah,
birds.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 at the same
yeah.
time.
You missed it, Tim. He got handed to him.
Yeah, one of the attacks dealt 44 damage.
It's because they dive bomb like peregrine falcons, but they're not small like peregrine falcons.
No, and they have antlers.
Yeah, so I went from full health plus 8 temporary hit points, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they have antlers?
They do. You can
Okay.
have. Well,
Yep.
so Boric.
There's
cut
one
off the
head
of
left,
one.
right?
He's
Yeah.
keeping one head as a trophy, but
Okay.
the other one
Is
unclaimed.
everyone okay if I take one of the other antlers or both and turn it into a little headdress?
Take both.
That
Can I
seems
do that?
pretty
Can I-
Oh,
appropriate.
there's one to take, I thought.
More and
Is that-
more, you're starting to dress more druid, so have at it.
Yeah. Is everybody okay with that? Yeah.
Go for it.
It's like that Maori thing, right? I want other defiling creatures to know that I'm going to turn them into poo.
Yeah.
I took those snake skins I asked, like I talked about earlier on the other campaign. I took them with the specific intention of trying to create invisibility cloaks, like from Harry Potter.
Nice.
They were on invisible snakes, but that was forbidden almost immediately when I brought the idea up. So fuck it.
Okay, I enslave 40 Jaculis and strap them to a fucking sheet and wrap the sheet over top of me and become invisible.
What could go wrong? Okay. Well.
The enemies just start following a trail of blood.
Yeah. Yeah. And the smell. So anything else?
Sorry, what the
Yeah,
hell were
no,
those things called? What the hell were those
Peritons.
bird peritons?
Yeah. Perryton.
Can we split the other open and see what it ate?
Okay.
Nice. Fucking metal.
Oh god. Good. Go for it. Describe how you do this.
Well, since I only have a dagger, I'm gonna take it from its neck, and I'm gonna slip the neck across the top right there, and then swivel it down the belly. I'm gonna find its guts. I'm gonna split its guts open and see what comes out.
I'm gonna assume blood.
Oh yeah, there's live.
Hey Tim, you know. Tim, tell us.
What? I don't even know what you're cutting open.
The owlbear.
The owlbear?
We're trying to see if the owlbear ate any adventurers that had anything shiny on them.
Well, there's only one part of him you need to cut open to find that out. Everything else is going to be ruined in the lower intestine.
That's what we
It's the anus, right?
No, you don't cut his ass open.
Going for
That
the
comes after the
stomach.
lower intestine.
He's like a shark.
That's the idea. We're gonna string it up in a tree, hold it upside down, cut it open, split the belly, and see what falls out.
Oh, we're having halal owlbear. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
You got any idea what's gonna fall out of that, miss?
So they are strict carnivores, so it is flesh that comes out, but it's not human flesh. Maybe a deer and some squirrels.
No adventure.
Not squirrels. Why are you picking on the squirrels, man? Why the squirrels always gotta die?
Well, I mean, you guys should have. If you guys had taken a half hour to figure out if you're attacking, then the squirrels are trying to get into that were in the tree. Maybe wouldn't have gotten as many.
Yeah.
Okay, so the owlbear has not eaten any adventurers in its time.
So that means that we're the first, you think? That no one's been around here but us?
Well, sacrilege.
Or does that mean like we look like a bunch of bitches compared to the rest of them?
Well, you guys attacked it first. They were just trying to get squirrels in a tree.
I want to again point out, you sons of bitches, against my will, we attacked this thing. I fucking told you guys to leave these things alone. They are not to be fucked with.
Does that mean since there's no adventurers in the belly, we're more badass than the other adventurers because they're not dead and they just ran away?
They're already owlbear shit.
To be fair, Bramble, the bears posed near no threat. The damn Perrytons caused all the damage.
Well,
Bramble
again,
was pulled to
Bramble got
zero.
yeah, I also want to point out, I asked weird questions like if it was a female for reasons like what happened when its two babies showed up after we initiated the fight.
Yep. Fair.
And just for slight additional context, they're more like adolescents rather than babies.
Yes, I say baby, but they tower over top of me.
Yeah, they're the size of the
That's
giant.
not a
goats.
difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey, no size jokes. You're pretty fucking small too there, bird person. That's sizeism.
Yeah. Okay. Final chance for any looting. Okay. Sounds like everybody's done. So, do you guys decide to take a short rest or do we move on immediately?
I say we move on. There's no point in short rest.
Yeah, until we get back to town and have that.
Well,
Okay.
what would be the disadvantage of taking a short rest before we go back?
Right now you guys are already slated to arrive after nightfall. It would just mean it's a little closer to midnight. Because the short rest is an hour.
We get to have refreshment.
But also, I think everyone's about at max health, so it's not like you guys can heal. I think Gajaku, did you use any spells? I think you use hex,
I
right?
don't think I have any spells to use.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, shit. Dragon's typing something.
I think Godric Q just used Hex and Eldritch Blast a lot last battle.
Yeah.
Well, Hex was just from inside the sewer, and then Arms was also in the sewer. I don't know how spells.
I'm good. I'm down. Like whatever. If there's no need for it, then let's boogie.
For long rest.
Hey, can I? No, that's okay. No, we'll do this. I'll do this some other time. Yeah, back to the village. I'm down for the village.
Okay. He's rolling for the.
I just managed to get in combat. I'll just rework my skills real quick.
Yeah.
Are we? I was gonna say I didn't know if that was taking effect until we made it back to the village. I assumed.
Yeah, you guys, you can go ahead and add it. I was not planning on having any more combat prior to reaching the village.
Myth has already helped me get mine sorted out. Thank you very much, Myth.
It's one in the past 2 months.
I don't know how. A couple of smalls.
Oh,
Okay,
there we go.
so
Boom,
it
boom.
is.
Click, click, pow.
It is
Oh,
late
wait,
at
no, that's
night.
right. Yeah, yay.
Oh, you
Okay.
guys are all on the right map now.
Okay.
So you guys can see the village, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys arrive late in the evening. Armand says that the Archmage will meet you guys in the morning, so to get a good rest in the tavern and heal up from the battles.
Thanks for the help, Armand.
Mm-hmm.
You actually taking?
It's a resting.
I have anything to since me and Bramble have returned to town. Actually, hey Bramble, since we're back in town, do you think you could spend some time with the mending and books and repairing them?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Oh wait, how many spell slots do I have left?
Mending is a cantrip. You don't need spell slots.
Oh, then yes. Okay, yes, I can.
Me
Yes,
and
I
Bramble
can.
were able to spend time before.
We might want to look at the books to try to figure out which ones are worth mending instead of fixing stuff that might be garbage.
All books have values. I mean, they're in the paper for a reason. It's not just garbage because one can judge it for nothing.
I know what I'm
repairing.
what I'm saying by that is I might be able to fix it, but it might be not legible. Like it fixes broken stuff, but I don't know if it'll unfuzz 1,000-year-old writing that's decayed.
Yeah, so you know enough about your own abilities that it wouldn't. So the way mending works is it can repair a single tear or broken part of it. It does not just restore it to perfect condition as a whole. So if a piece of paper is torn in half, you can fix that piece of paper and it will mend itself back together. But it does not magically put the writing back on the page if the writing has completely faded away. That is beyond the scope of what mending can do. So if the cover of a book is broken, you can mend the cover, but it doesn't necessarily mean the interior is going to fix itself. You would still need to look through the massive pile of books and find ones that are in good enough condition to even have anything legible left in them. And then you can go from there. But how much time do you guys want to spend on that is really the question.
What time is it now?
Can I help him cut that time in half if I help him look through the books as well?
Yeah, it'll definitely go faster with multiple people.
Is there anybody else that wants to help look through this pile of fucking books that Aquaman picked up while we were doing all that shit? Okay. Looks like it's me and you. Let's do it.
I feel like I'm pouring through my own book already.
I'm gonna move you guys into the tavern.
Don't all jump up and volunteer.
Oh, getting cozy in here.
My screen just went black.
It's a little. We're in a little spot.
Yeah,
How much was
there
the
it
in
is.
for a night?
It was 1 silver for the common room, and then a meal is 5 copper, except for the short people, which are 4.
See, sizes them everywhere.
In that case, it's a benefit.
Yes.
Hello? Oh,
Yo,
Hi there.
Welcome.
Ka-ka-ka, kiki, dookie, dookie.
How many hours would it here to figure out? 2 hours? If books are legible or not?
so if
How
you're
many
just
books
taking
do
a
we get?
cursory look into the books, it really won't take that long. You guys can go through all 100 in a single hour.
Nice.
But this is really just, kind of separating the books into 2 piles. One pile of effectively junk, and the other pile of mostly junk, but maybe has some value. Give me a 1d20 without any modifiers, Gotcha Q.
This book here says Bramble's mom. This is...
Does she have it going on?
Yeah, 19.
Okay, so you have 19 books in the second pile of mostly trash but might have some value.
Oh,
And the
sounds
other
like the
81
fucking autobiography of Bird Person over here.
Yeah. The other 81 books are trash.
Ouch.
I like our dynamic.
You decide where you want everything hung up, I'll fucking hang.
Yeah, but I gotta figure out if I fucking want,
White walls in there.
yeah, because I think it would be how, I think it would stand out.
Can I ask the tavern owner if there's a place to buy storage in town?
We've got brighter, just outside.
He says that there's certainly going to be some farmers who have a spare room or something like
How
that
much better do you want
that they
this?
would be able to rent out.
This one has significantly more light source than.
Shut up, Tim.
But it really just depends on the individual. Yeah, I mean, he said that he wouldn't know off the top of his head exactly who would have space, but you could just go door to door and ask people, and it really wouldn't take that long to find something.
Thank you for the hint.
How about that?
Okay, so for those staying in the tavern, just subtract 1 silver for the common room. If you're eating a meal, either 5 copper or 4 copper for the short folk. And for Bramble, you were still paying 1 silver for Jeremy and then 1 silver for the cart.
Goddamn donkey's becoming more than he's worth.
How much copper is this costing you?
5 copper for the meal.
Yeah, 5 for the meal and then 1 silver for the common room. You're sleeping in the tavern.
Yeah, the well rested bonus, gotta level up.
How many cooked rats equate a full meal? Or a ration pack?
Let's see. Average weight of a rat.
I might kill you in your sleep one of these days.
I want to watch.
Okay, you need 2 pounds of food per day. Let's go with 1/4 pound rats. So you only 8 rats. Well, okay. That's for medium creatures. You're technically a dwarf. We'll say dwarves need 1.5. So you need 6 rats.
Okay, that leaves me with 14.
You're not gonna make
What
him
the
roll a
rest were?
constitution to see if they poison him or not?
Right now.
Just cooks them over the fire in the common room.
Dude, how old is he at this point? There's no way. He's been eating those rats forever. He's immune to whatever. He's probably got the black plague and we don't know it.
Fair.
No. There we go.
Congratulations! Now everybody has it.
Sharing is not always caring.
Yeah, okay, you have dwarven resilience, advantage against poison. So I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Damn it. Almost got him, Aaron. Almost got him.
I'm desensitized to it at this point. He literally murdered them while I was yelling, but then he picked up their carcasses and stored them for later consumption while staring at me. Like, what am I going to do?
Full eye contact. And a mild suggestion that you might be next.
Them's fighting words. I'm gonna turn around now.
Okay, so, yeah, so you guys went through the books, got those figured out. Anyone want to do anything else before sleepy time?
We're not gonna talk to Mage before we go.
Not until the morning. It's too
Okay.
late.
Got back at like midnight.
I must have missed that part while I was getting out of the car.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so we will take this time to make sure everyone's properly
many-
leveled up. Go ahead.
How many spell slots do I have left? It's one, right?
We're about to get all of them back. So.
I know, but if I have one left to use, I'm going to cast Goodberry before they come back.
Okay. Well,
I think I have one, but I don't remember.
You have at least one. We'll say 2.
Right there.
I don't remember you using a moonbeam a second time.
No, I thought I was down to 1 because okay, even better. Then yeah, Goodberry at level 2. Before they all come back. So that should give me 15, right?
So I don't know if you have another level 2 spell slot.
Oh, sorry, forgive me then.
I think you have 2 level 1s. So
okay.
you'll
Well,
get
then
22.
I can do Goodberry twice. Ow, fuck. Ow, god damn it. Hit my elbow off the garbage can.
Oh no.
Ow, god damn it.
Yeah. Okay. So, and just by the way, here in your spell page, this number in the where you have the slots remaining.
Yep.
Okay. Try to just keep this updated whenever you cast a spell. Just reduce it by 1.
Yep. I didn't even see that was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to keep track of it. And then when
Sure
I click
is.
the button, it should. Yeah. So when I do the full rest, it should automatically bring it back up to maximum.
Okay, very cool. Okay.
And
Yeah, no,
and it will roll the inspiration.
that
But
easier,
it's
thank
still
you.
messed up for Bramble. So Bramble, roll a 1d8.
1d8 it is.
Let's see. Dress, you get plus 1d4. Godric, you get plus 1d4. Kane as well. And Zint. And Bramble,
Fucking
you
off
get a
to
1d4 as
a
well.
roaring start.
Yeah, so roll a 1d4 as well.
3.
So everyone except Kane got extra 1d4 inspiration.
Yeah, Kane, you're out saving lives. You don't. Get
Oh, there we go. Look at
You got the
hot
1d6
and then
got a
immediately
5
cold.
out of it. Or not, sorry, not Kane. Vorix is the only one who didn't. Kane did.
Damn.
So I
I look like an asshole.
Yeah, so you roll a 1d4.
No, god damn it. 4. That's not right.
So I got 8 inspiration. What was the one?
No,
what was
no.
the extra D4 for?
The 1d8, you needed that to be above your current inspiration point.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And it was, so you gained the 1d4, which is only a 1, unfortunately.
That's okay. That's probably
Better than nothing.
That makes sense. No, that's the story of my life. That makes sense. All of that is accurate. It
So I've
tracks.
got 1 inspiration point and I rolled a 2.
You roll a 2, that means you get +2, so that brings you up to 3.
Okay.
Oh, Ramble, you rolled the same kind of roll I did. Okay. So do we get that one that we just rolled?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Add that to your inspiration.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
All right. 2.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Who all got the disease from the rat?
I did.
Yeah. So
I did too, didn't I?
No, you got eaten.
Oh wait, no. No, it wasn't the rats that fucked me up.
No.
trying to remember. It was Gajiku. You got it right.
Yep.
And
I think everybody, but
it was a third person. Was it Forex?
either Vorex or Kane.
Tim, did you get poisoned by the rats?
I don't think so, but
Oh.
I mean, I was only there for the first part with all the rats.
Yeah, I don't think King got poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then I think it was Vorex. Probably when he was fighting the big king rat.
Because I don't play with no rats.
Yeah, Vorex got ratted.
Okay.
He got the ratatouille.
Okay, so Vent, Gajiku, and Vorex. I need you guys to roll a 1d6.
Oh.
And
Disease roulette!
yeah. Okay, so you go ahead and roll for Vorex.
Okay.
1d6. Okay.
Womp womp.
Now, in this case, lower is better.
I take 6 damage to something.
Oh, lower. Casey, you can stay.
That's amazing. Well,
What was that, Painsick?
I was gonna say you sacked, but you can stay.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
So, your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount.
Ouch.
oh shit.
Poor person, no!
Can I complain to Kane about diseases now?
Anybody
You can
want to eat a
definitely
rat in
say that
reverse?
you definitely don't feel so great. There's gotta be...
Kane, I don't feel so good.
Do we do our level up and then extract, or do we extract and then level up?
So,
I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry.
your total maximum hit points are going to be your level times your hit dice, plus your Constitution modifier times your level. So, okay, take your hit dice size, which, let's see, what is that?
D8.
D8, so it's your D8 plus your Constitution modifier, which is 0, times your, well, hold on, that's your, okay, so right now you have -2 Constitution from the exhaustion, but we'll deal with that later. So it's D8 plus 0, and then all of that multiplied by 4 for 32. So 32 would be your normal hit point maximum. Assuming you get rid of the exhaustion.
Yeah.
And then that is reduced by the number you just rolled.
Did I just reduce the hit point maximum by the 6 from the 33?
Yeah, so for you it's D8 plus 3, so 11 times 4, 44 is your maximum hit points, gotcha.
Anyway.
Shit.
So it's 44 minus 6 is your maximum.
I guess decision made.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I haven't leveled up anything on my guy yet. I still have to do all of that shit.
Kitchen is fucking wild.
I didn't put anything in Constitution, that's just normal.
And that
Mr. Cleric,
Yes.
do you have anything for diseases? Do you know any skill for curing diseases?
I have protection from poison. That can cure poison.
If you guys, I don't know if it would help, but I can tell you exactly what you're poisoned with.
We got the Black Plague.
it's called the rat herpes.
I don't.
Disease.
They got ratteria.
No! Herbert got a syphilis.
I don't know if that would help you.
AIDS.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll help you cure it, but I'll be able to tell you exactly what you're poisoned with.
Well, if they're only poisoned with one thing, I can neutralize that poison. If more than one poison afflicts the target, you neutralize one poison I know is present, or neutralize one at random. As long as it's just one, it doesn't matter.
So if I'm able to detect what it is and it's one thing poisoning them, would you would then be able to nullify that, theoretically stopping everybody from taking that damage?
Heal me, great healers.
Is that what I'm hearing? Is that that's what I'm getting at,
Essentially,
right?
I mean, if I know, I can neutralize a poison that I know is present. Yes. And for 1 hour, they have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Look at that.
Nah, we're gonna sleep it off afterwards, anyways. But
I think
Yeah, so how long does it take to cure the infection?
You have no idea.
Nope.
so let's
Forever. It can
All
stay.
you know is you
Bramble.
woke up and you were not feeling so great.
let's get
Yeah.
Bramble
No.
to inspect us to see what he has to say.
I was
think
gonna
we should-
say I can do that. Yeah.
we're not feeling good.
So I'm gonna use,
I'm in a hole.
detect poison and disease. So I want to detect diseases within 30 feet of me. I want to know what kind of disease they all have.
Okay, hold on.
I guess somebody figured it out.
Bubonic plague.
Everybody knows. Don't blame rats.
Myth had to put his glasses on to tell us what kind of STI we
I
have.
was reading the spell to make sure it goes right.
Wait, Tim, I think you have lesser restoration, right?
I thought he had, yeah.
I do. Did I not read that one? You touch creep.
It
thought that-
allows you to remove a disease, I think.
Well, yeah, one or more condition afflicting it. Oh shit. Poison. Look at that. Oh shit. Hey Tim,
So-
can I save mine and just have you touch everybody?
Gross, but okay.
You already had this problem.
Well,
Let's have
it's-
it call something. It's
I
okay.
have 2 slots. Well, yeah, I can do that twice.
Somebody's got to suffer for a longer period of time.
Okay,
If
so
there's anyone who's gonna suffer, it's gonna be me.
Bramble.
Wait,
you
who attacked the fucking rats first?
Just
The guy who doesn't have the disease.
yeah, somehow he avoided ever getting the disease. It's hilarious.
Sorry, yes sir.
Over there smiling while he munches on fucking rat heads.
Yeah. Okay, so you do identify that 3 people do have a disease. It does not give you the name of the disease or the exact details of the disease, but you can identify that it is sapping away. It's restricting the body's ability to heal, and over time it will escalate unless it is dealt with.
Rabies. They have rabies.
You know, jokes aside, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
So I assume you relay this information to Kane.
Yeah. Hey guys, so you guys are fucked up.
Yep.
You're right. You guys are really fucked up.
It feels that way.
Yeah, we need to fix you guys sooner than later.
Please.
You guys are really not gonna feel well unless, yeah. Mr. Cleric guy, yeah, they gotta be fixed, man. Rat stuff is no joke. I don't know how else. I can give the one guy you don't fix. I can give a bunch of good berries, so that we can sort of mitigate the damage.
There is 3. It's Vorix, Zent, and Gajaku.
Correct. But if you could only do 2, give it to Vorix and Gajiku, because they are more likely to be in a fray. And I have more capacity to not take a hit, assuming that I'm being intelligent, which is not always the case.
So who gets to kill?
I've seen a bird getting sniped down a couple times. I might have a little more health than he does.
Stop it. Leave it alone. I'm trying.
Dude, Gajiku does have like 11 more health than you.
Alright. Well, I'm not going to say no.
Okay, so if he's the one, if Aquaman is the one that's not getting healed, then I want to give him all of my good berries. So
Okay, well, before
It's
you
not
do
that I
that,
took any damage, was it? It's just my maximum health is reduced, right?
okay,
correct.
before I do that, yep.
But so after you heal from the disease, the your hit point maximum will raise back up to your normal maximum. The hit point difference though is not immediately recovered. So because you guys are just finishing a long rest, though, I would allow you to roll a hit dice if you want to do that, or you can eat some good berries, or whatever. So you have plenty of options to recover those few hit points.
I'm going to eat a good berry.
Yeah, like Vorix, it's only 1 hit point, so a good
I
berry
have
would be
5.
Let's see. Oh, and
Is
everyone make
anybody
sure you have
short of good
4
berries?
hit
Does
dice.
everybody still have some?
I think they
ate my
expire.
ankle health.
Honestly, I
They
don't think you've
expire
ever
after
given me a
24
good berry.
hours.
Yeah. So the only good berries that would remain, I don't think anyone has a stockpile from the combat yesterday.
I
but-
don't.
Yeah, you never handed any out last.
No, I ate
All
like
of those.
30 of them one time. I was getting
Yeah,
burnt.
all the good berries for him.
Yeah. Okay. So who were the two people
I think
getting
you need to
healed?
roll a constitution roll.
Not
It
mine.
was Zent and Vorix.
Okay. So force back up to normal, and I guess they'll eat 1 good berry to top him off.
I think I'd probably need to eat 2 good berries.
You'll need to eat like 5.
Oh, they only get 1 HP each? Shit. Oh,
Okay, well, hold on. Okay, so also, anyone who has exhaustion or reduced constitution, so Bramble and Zent, you both have reduced constitution from going unconscious, and you both also have exhaustion with Dross, you also have exhaustion.
So am I -1 from that?
So from the long rest, you guys recover 1 point of either exhaustion, or you can recover that constitution point.
Woohoo!
So you can choose, but you have to it's one or the other, either exhaustion or constitution.
I don't like being tired.
Okay,
So this is after the long rest, so that cost me 2.
Grumpy gnomes are violent.
correct.
I'm gonna-
Exhaustion long rest.
I'm gonna get 1 of my exhaustions.
Okay, then reduce your exhaustion down to 1.
2 to 1, yeah.
And that's probably the better choice because that gives you -1 on all your rolls.
That's why.
Yeah. Okay, Bramble, are you also getting rid of exhaustion?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That
then
that is
that
yeah.
2 goes down to 1. And Dross, you only have, what was it, 1 exhaustion? So you're getting rid of that completely now? Nice.
What was my constitution's like my top
Mine-
hit point is hit down, right? So my
Yeah.
main I would be 32, but I am 31 right now, and my health is 27 until I eat those.
No,
berries.
so you're 32 and you would be 36 actually.
Oh,
you-
okay.
But,
Oh,
but
you
it's,
fixed it. Okay.
yeah, your constitution is 2 down. Because normally you would be at 12 constitution. If you
Okay.
So if you want to see near the top middle of the gear
Right here.
page,
In the middle, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Damn.
so that's where that's going to be.
Okay. I'm still feeling a little bit fatigued in the constitution.
Yeah, you just got some lingering injuries that are taking a little to heal.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay. Bramble, 400 whoops. Okay.
Woo! No, leave it. he changed my current hit points to 400.
Oh hell yeah!
40 is right now. 40 is your max. 44 would be your max after.
I know.
you
I'm reading it. I'm looking up and down. I'm sorry. I'm just messing around with it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
I know you can see me fucking around.
Yeah. I really just noticed that it shows a plus sign on your token when you do that.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I was literally moving it down when you changed it to 400.
It also shows the plus sign when you guys have temporary hit points. So I thought that you still had the old temporary hit points.
Oh, fair enough.
So that's why I was checking. Okay, so everyone wakes up. Russ attends to the diseased.
Appreciate you.
And
Just does.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Kane.
Oh,
I'll get the name right eventually.
Trust is like, the only way I'm going to heal you is by shoving rats down your throat, which might make a problem worse.
Yeah. Okay, so
Are you doing some breakfast?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. No, I'm good.
He's determined to share his love of Rat on a Stick with you all.
Hell no. Good we catch up.
Nasty.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now? Heading downstairs, getting some breakfast, or?
Do I reminisce about what we did and reflect and maybe get wiser and
oh yeah, okay.
Experience points to level up.
You guys, yeah, I get. Oh yeah, let's finish the level up stuff. Let's make sure everyone's good on level up. Yeah, good point. I was thinking about that earlier. Okay. Bramble, you added what all stat points did you end up getting?
So the level up, the two ASI I put into Wisdom, which brought me to 19. And then my feat I picked was Fey Touch, so that I put 1 into Wisdom again, which should max me out at 20.
Yes.
Okay. So Fey Touched gives me Misty Step. I'm not sure where to put that.
So it's a spell, so we'll go to the spells over here.
And I was a little bit confused with the stats part, because the stats part is something I've never experienced before. You're giving us access to just at level 4, because I know we get 2 times into the feat categories for now, but we get to pick a feat and get stats, not just like picking all the stats or picking a feat that has the stat extra.
So if you get the feat with a stat extra, you can get 3 total stats. Yes. So you get the stats and the feat.
I'm gonna stick to my same feat. My feat was pretty decided on. I just need to know what the stats part. So I get 2 of whatever stat I want to put into.
Yeah. So you could put them in.
Oops.
I cannot put it in Dexterity. Yeah, Dexterity.
Not Dex. Yeah, Dex is the only one not. But you could go Constitution. You could go Wisdom. You could go Charisma if you want.
I'm gonna go Wisdom.
Good choice. Helps with the perception.
That's exactly it. I'm increasing my 14 to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do I add that? Because
do you remember where the compendium is? Right next to the character sheets. The next tab over where it's 3 books.
Yes.
It might not show up in here actually. Oh no, it does. Okay, so if you search up Misty or Misty Step, and then you just drag the spell into your character sheet, it will add it automatically. And you can do that with the other spells that you added too.
It's just got to be in the compendium.
Yeah.
There's some that aren't.
Yeah, not everything will be. Anything outside of the player's handbook probably.
I have that window maximized. There we go.
I added Skulker to my character sheet and my features and traits.
Man. Okay.
I wrote down its entire description as well, straight copy pasted, so that no issues.
Yeah, if you want to, you can try summarizing it, but it's up to you. It doesn't matter.
No.
You don't have nearly as long of a list here as other people do. So
yeah.
Some people have crazy long lists.
My character sheet is on a secondary pop-up window, so when I grab Misty Step, it minimizes the other window, and I can't. I can't bring it over. That's why the last time we did this, I was like, I just told you, and you added everything. I was struggling so hard.
Okay, so Misty Step is
Sweet.
in there now, and
Okay.
the
Misty Step, I was able to pick that one that you said I was able to pick out of class, so I would like
Yes.
Dissonant Whispers from the Bard class. And I can't wait to use it.
Okay, so Dissonant Whispers is not in the compendium, so we'll come back to that in a minute. So what's the other?
Okay, the cantrip is Mold Earth. Which I don't like how it's spelled, because it's M-O-L-D.
Yeah, okay, that one's also not in the compendium, so we'll come back to
Oh
that
my
one.
god. Okay. This is going well. So, my second level spell that you told me I was added, I would like to pick Summon Beast, which is probably also not going to be in there, knowing how this is going.
Indeed it's not, because that's from Tasha. So anything outside of the play handbook will be here, but...
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, mine was in Tasha's as well.
And then I had 2 spells. One was going to be a Healing Ward, which was a level 1 spell.
Healing Word has been removed from the game. I got rid of that, and kind of that's why Cure Wounds got better. So if you want to get Cure Wounds, that would be better.
Am I allowed to do that?
I think it's part of the Druid spell list. Let me double check.
It is the last I checked on Baldur's Gate, but that's Baldur's Gate and cannot be used as law for this.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate changes all kinds of random things.
Like being able to have Owlbear as a transformation.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is on there. So yeah, you can get Cure Wounds if you want.
I can get Cure Wounds? Okay, that would be cool.
Okay.
Okay. Good lord.
Yep.
And this was the one I was most excited about, so I hope I'm allowed to do this one, but we'll see how it goes. I was going to pick a level 2 spell called Enlarge Reduce.
Yep, that is a spell.
Fuck yes. I have to have that in my life. The way that spell is worded is spectacular.
Yeah. Then you will find no question here, sir.
Yes. For you guys that don't know, that Enlarge Reduce spell, I can touch an object or a creature, and it can be willing or unwilling. So if it's unwilling, it has to make a save, but I can make it bigger or smaller by double the size or half the size, while simultaneously being an 1/8 of the weight or 8 times the weight. Yep. So I can ready an attack for Dragon's Goat to go running at somebody, and then make it like twice the size and 8 times as heavy. Yes.
Because it wasn't already turning people into pink mist. Well,
he can shrink it. Borax can throw it up into the sky, and then he can enlarge it in the sky and drop it.
Wait, and he got to be touching it?
Yeah, he does.
So he'll be riding this like Homer on the Atomic Bomb.
This is gonna be good shit.
Like a reindeer.
Well, you could just carry him up there, isn't?
Yeah, I could. You're right.
Okay.
I don't want to get involved with the falling fucking goat.
I don't have to.
The other 2 spells that weren't in the compendium.
Yes, sir.
And can you transform yourself with that, or just other things?
Oh, I also got a new wild shape. I could do things with that too, guys. Also, I don't have to be the only one that's tiny to go through little doorways anywhere. I can make you guys like smaller.
Yep.
But the new wild shape I would like to pick is Black Bear.
Okay. Just add that to the bottom of your...
Down there at the bottom, yes, sir. That one works. That one is easy to do.
Yeah.
Man can take a hit
What
now.
happens to Warhorse?
Okay, Druss. Is your character sheet all good? Your strength.
I believe so. I'm not sure if we've done the health.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's D10 plus 3.
Oh, Jesus.
Have we haven't cured the disease yet, or is that another long rest?
It would appear that we've been cured of the disease, me and Vorix.
Okay.
You are not.
I was just making sure that we only have one long rest. We have to take another long rest. It's okay. I'm just making
So
sure.
one day with that. Okay, I just adjusted your hit points.
Ooh, that was a bit of a leap.
Yeah, I mean you got it because you gained 13, so you went from 39 to 52.
Nice.
Yeah, thick boy.
Okay.
And I think we finished everything else earlier. Okay, Godru Q. What
I
else?
already changed all mine.
Yeah.
Just see if there's my spell sniper. Gave me an attack cantrip, gave me a regular cantrip, gave me a spell.
Did you already add the cantrips and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Then Kane, have you figured out anything you're doing yet with
I think.
feet stuff?
As far as let's pull that up here because I wrote it all down. The ability score, this is going to do +1 to wisdom and +1 to strength.
Okay. And what's the feat you're looking at?
Shadow touched.
Okay, let me look that up real quick.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay,
Is that acceptable or?
I'm trying to think about the implications this would have on your backstory.
Yeah. That was kind of the question I had about it.
I don't know. Would Helm approve?
Would it be? I mean, because it's exposure to Shadowfell's magic. Magic has changed you. Would that be on purpose, or would that
Not
be just
necessarily.
contact with?
It's not necessarily something that you intended or wanted or went out for. It could have happened on its own. Could have happened, and it's something you're trying to remedy. That is definitely possible. You
I was King like the first orc.
No,
what?
He's a human.
Yeah.
I know, but how the gray orcs and the green orcs. Kind of what you described.
Not super applicable to his specific situation. But yeah, I mean, if that's what you want, then we'll just have to see how that messes with your backstory and stuff another time.
Okay.
But yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The additional stat I was going to put in wisdom.
Okay. That brings you up to 20. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so you get invisibility and one other first level spell slot.
It's going to do inflict wounds.
Okay. And you also get
another cantrip and another level 2, I think. Is that right?
So the total number of spells you can get, other than the stuff from your domain and the free 2 spells from Shadow Touch, you also get a number of spells equal to your Wisdom modifier plus your level, which your Wisdom modifier is 5, your level is 4, so you get 9 other spells. So
Jesus.
You're going to get.
Fuck them.
You also get to choose, other than inflict wounds, you also get another 2 spells that you can choose.
Oh shit. In any of the 3 levels or 2 levels.
Correct.
Okay. Well, there was a second level spell, Prayer of Healing, I was going to get.
Okay.
And since my other one doesn't have to be a cantrip, I'll have to look at my spell list again to figure out that other one.
Oh, neck. Ow, neck.
Because as far as cantrips, most of those are useless. The only one I could come up with was mending, and Bramble already mends the things.
I fixed the broken stuff.
He fixes the broken
Get out the sewing kit.
So I will have to take a minute and look through my spells.
Okay, we'll come back to. Okay, so next is Vorix. Is your stuff already up to date? Doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, I took the Great Weapons Master point strength constitution.
Okay, so you're putting the +2 in strength. Did you already do that, or does it need to still be done?
No, I did one in strength, one in constitution.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, it's already done.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. That's good. That.
I'm pretty sure that I'm good, but please go over it just to make sure.
Oh yeah, you put the +2 in wisdom, you got Skulker, and that's it for your level up, really. There's not a whole lot that happens.
Other than the health
Okay.
buff that we did also.
Yeah,
We already did that.
Okay.
Can we just check? Back in the dungeon, I gave one of the mana shards to Kane. I want to make sure he's got that in his inventory.
Yeah. I think I added it, I don't remember. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, there's another one to Gadge. Good, Jakku.
What was that?
Mana shards. I picked up
Yeah, you
mana
gave me
shards.
one of them.
Yeah.
You did.
Okay. What was? Oh, Dissonant Whispers. That was it. Let me.
Yes, sir. So, it is a whispering psychic attack that I would whisper a melody through the air that would cause this thing psychic distress.
Yeah.
And because I'm tiny, I would like to scream the theme song from the Smurfs.
Excellent.
I would like that to be as loud and piercing as possible in this thing's brain.
It drowns out anything else, for sure.
The greatest form of torture.
Inside his ear.
Awesome. Thank you, Lord DM Sir. Just so you guys know, if this thing fails on its save, it's going to take some serious damage and then run away terrified. It's going to go in a random direction as far as it's allowed to go away from me. That takes good damage, man. 3d6 psychic damage. It's gonna be good shit. Yeah, the cantrip for Mold Earth was another. There were 3 in a row that I was picking. Damn.
Yeah.
It can change 1 5-foot cube of dirt. So I could either like move stuff or manipulate it. I could change it into loose soil. I could stop it from being difficult terrain. Vice versa. It says it can't move anything with enough force to cause damage, but theoretically in my mind that would mean that I would be able to move a 5-foot square of like rocks or part of a wall or something that was on the ground to somewhere else. Just kind of
so
slide
like
it in the way.
Yeah, if you can use it to block doorways, you can use it to
yes,
push
that was
something
my
off. You can push the rocks off a cliff, and if they land on somebody, they're going to take damage, obviously.
perfect. That's exactly what I was kind of thinking. Okay, excellent.
That wouldn't be bad.
So when are we gonna go harass this mage?
As soon as I'm done,
He's still helping me and holding my hand through fixing my character.
Oh, apologies. I put my headset
Rob,
down for a second.
Dude, I wasn't kidding earlier when I was telling you that the difference between a level 3 and a level 4 druid was very vast. There's a lot of different extra shit going on now for me.
Jesus.
There's a lot.
Too many moving parts.
I hate it, but I've been doing too many things now.
Where's the Find My Phone? Where did it go?
It said the first redneck ever.
What?
Where's the damn Find My Phone?
I don't know where the fuck did that app go? Fuck it, I'll just call your phone. Is it on silent?
Probably.
Yeah, that's how it works here. Whenever she loses her phone, it's on silent or off or it's dead.
Okay. Rambo, I did Distinguishers and Mold Earth. Were there any others that weren't?
Yes, we had starred one more. When I had brought up a second level spell slot, I was looking for called Summon Beast.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let's get that.
It was on silent. It was on a freaking.
It would bring forth a spiritual beast that is native to the land that we are in.
Nice.
And it would be our ally, and it was very specific. I was really impressed with how specific the wording was. It had to take its turn immediately after mine. It was telepathically linked to me, and if I didn't say what to do that it was going to automatically dodge. Like, it had very specific rules for all of it.
Okay, so I just want you to know that if you look at the components for this spell, it does list a component with a gold value. That means that this is an item that you're going to need to obtain before you can cast this spell.
Okay, that's fair.
So, just want you to know that this is not going to be immediately usable until you can.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That spell's OP as fuck. Like, I get it. Like, I'm happy you're letting me even use it, so I'm okay with that. I don't know. I have to look it up.
Does it say you cast it on yourself, or can you cast it?
Or can I? What do you mean? Can I cast it to what?
Like, can you pick who it's attuned to? Like, if you can you cast it on me, and then it summons it for me?
Oh, I gotcha. No. But I'm telepathically linked with it, so if you wanted it to do something, you would just have to tell me, and then I would.
No, I was just saying, because one of my abilities is that if somebody were to cast a spell on me that required items, it doesn't require items.
No, that's like
I got you.
resurrection spells.
What is the item?
It is a feather, tuft of fur, and fishtail inside a gilded acorn worth at least 200 gold.
Oh, fuck me running.
Yeah, something very unique.
Can you give me a minute, maybe?
Yeah, if you want to choose a different spell, that's fine.
Yeah, can we just hang on for a quick second?
If not, that might be a little mini quest that you have to go on to obtain that item.
Oh, that is a lot.
I gotta go on a mini quest like that later, Aaron, because there's a couple things I want to pick up, but they're for like level 6 or 7.
Oh. Yeah, that. Okay, Tim, let's go back to Tim for a minute, or somebody else that might need a thing. Holy crap.
I think I figured out my other, and I think I added it. It was Sanctuary.
Okay. Let's see. 4 plus 5. Yep. Okay. That works.
And where my max hit points was 40 now.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, temporary hit points are gone. They get rid of, they go away after a long rest.
That was going to be my next question.
Okay. So while you're thinking on that, Bramble, just a quick word to both you and Kane. So the spells you got from your feats, the feat also lets you cast those spells once per day without using a spell slot. So Kane, the inflict wounds and the invisibility, you can use once of those each day without expanding a spell slot. But if you use them after that, they do cost spell slots. So the first time you use inflict wounds is free. The second time, it does cost a spell slot.
Okay. Cool.
And that resets every day.
So I get. Is that both or just one? So is that like Misty Step?
You can
use
Misty Step and Distant Whispers. Each of them can be used once per day for free, but subsequent users take spell slots.
When you use it for free, is it as a level 1?
Yes, it is at their normal level. Yeah, you cannot up that without spending a spell slot.
So this morning I used two level 2.
Yeah, I used 2 restorations.
So I should actually still have one level 2 spell slot open.
That's what I'm looking up right now, actually, because I saw that. If so, if that does increase, which it does, yeah, okay. Cleric might be the only one who gets a second level spell slot. Or no, okay. Let me check Druid. Yeah, Druid does too. Okay. So let me update that as well.
So technically, this morning I would have had 3 spell slots, so I could
give yourself one back.
So that means I could have just healed Zent of his.
Yeah, Gajiki is the last one. So yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations, you are now disease-free.
I get everybody disease free.
Hey.
Yay!
Thanks, Mr.
Now I need a fucking nap again.
Okay. I think I have chosen my other choice.
Okay.
What about heat metal?
That is not a bad choice.
Yes, I don't know how the fuck I missed that the first time, and I'm kind of mad at myself.
Incredibly powerful.
Wait,
Yeah.
you allowed to touch metal?
No, dude, I can look at metal and heat it with my brain and make it glow red hot. Manufactured stuff like weapons or armor.
You can make people drop their weapons or they take disadvantage.
Like, why are you using metal?
Or if there's an enemy that's in a suit of armor attacking us, you can heat that armor up and now they're in a cooking box.
Yep. A glowing red hot helmet that fuses to their fucking skull.
Or horses get seared armor on.
See, but I wouldn't do that to animals. No, that's now. See, now I'm questioning whether I want this now. Why would you?
Well, I'm
was an
out there.
jackass that morning.
Just wait until Myth reveals his elite armored squirrels.
No, they're all rolled in wearing some like polycomposite
yeah.
armor that's all like ceramic or some shit. It's not metal. It's
Yeah.
like plastic guns.
It's ironwood.
Oh my god. Oh my
You probably
god.
want to grapple them, but
Oh my god.
15
Jeff's suggesting you heat armor.
I have a thing I want to ask so bad, but I'm terrified to ask it because it might nullify how dope it would be if we actually pulled it off in combat.
well, if you want to do it privately, you can just DM me or something.
I
You
think
don't want
I
to
think you're the threat, not us.
Either
That's what the problem is. That's exactly it, Rob. He's the threat. Yeah.
That's your brother.
How bad could it go? I mean,
like, okay. So if I readied that heat metal attack, if I readied that spell, and the trigger was Druss throwing an axe,
okay.
would I be able to ping that axe mid-flight and turn his axes into glowing red-hot beacons of death?
I'd probably allow it, yeah.
Fuck yes, let's do this.
I'll allow it.
Whoa. What if Druss misses his target and that
And they
back
just-
at Druss?
Then,
like the
then we're
boomerang?
killing our
Yeah.
friends, Rob. We're killing our friends.
Rob's boomerangs come back to him, so you'd be hurting Rob.
Yeah, well, don't miss. Also, communicate your intentions beforehand so you can determine
you
how
would
much
not
of a
want to
threat it might
catch
be to yourself.
that axe, Painsick. You would not want to catch that axe if it boomerangs.
You just let that shit hit the ground. You just let it hit the ground. But wait till it cools off.
It's gonna melt its way through whatever you stick it into.
I would allow that to work, but just so you know, it would probably be less effective than just targeting the enemy if they're wearing metal. Now, if they're not
That's
wearing
fair.
metal or anything, then I could see this being a good idea, especially if it's like
A tree person.
some monstrosity of wood,
Yeah,
like a
it's
you know,
immense. Yeah.
whatever those things. I mean, I've seen something else. Fucking blanking on the name, but
Woodwoads?
no, a shambling mound is what I was thinking of. If you heat the metal on that as it's flying through the air toward it, that would be a very nice idea, actually. So definitely keep that in your back pocket for anything that's
All right.
flammable.
Okay.
Any enemies that are flammable, this is a perfect idea.
Hell yes.
Okay. But against an enemy wearing metal, you'd probably just want to heat the metal that they're wearing. You know, force them to drop their shield or force them to drop their weapon. That's usually much more effective in combat.
I could make them really tiny and then heat them up.
Imagine an enemy that has a weapon that always returns to the user, and you use heat metal on it, and now they can't drop it.
The hard counter. The hard counter.
He could just step to the side and dodge it, so it would just like gravitate around him forever.
You don't understand how that the return to the user's hand thing works. There's nothing he can do as long as it's active. It will always return to his hand every time.
He shouldn't have killed all them fucking squirrels in front of me.
I don't disagree. This is about the squirrels again.
Probably killed some rats.
It's always about the rats and the squirrels.
Okay, so everyone is leveled up. Does anyone think they have anything else to do before the level up? I think we're pretty much good.
Just out of curiosity, because I'm OCD like that, what is the overall experience points supposed to be for everybody?
22 something.
No, it's like 20. It's close to 3,000.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So we didn't get anything after the owlbear.
It was 2590.
No, so I did calculate. I'm trying to figure out where I might have only did it in voice when we were.
You left us at 2255.
No, that's outdated. You just haven't updated.
It's 2590. The new one is 2590.
Okay, it's 2590, and then you guys got a couple hundred XP from just completing the quest, like milestone XP.
Okay.
We'll call it 300. So that would be 2890. So everyone should be at 2,890 XP.
Go team.
Okay, and I think we're good to go. Okay, so you guys wake up. Some of you felt under the weather. Kane took care of that. But otherwise, you guys felt quite
hangover's gone.
Quite invigorated. You have
I touch all of you in your sleep.
Yeah. The all the fighting you guys have done recently, you felt yourselves improving both in combat and just with your abilities. You've gotten you've gotten more familiar with your powers and Drust. You were just doing your thing, cutting rats, I guess.
We're also learning a lot about each other.
Getting better as a team. Getting better at understanding what everyone's going to do in combat. And okay, so who heads down first? Who heads downstairs?
I already head downstairs while everybody was still opening their eyes. I went downstairs to get breakfast.
Excellent. Okay, so as you go down, as you go down to the bottom of the stairs, there's a new figure in town that you spot chatting away to the tavern keeper.
Tell me that's not Volo.
No.
Okay.
Right.
Someone cast vicious mockery.
No, this is a halfling. And as you come down, he kind of hops off the chair and trots over towards you with a wide smile on his face. Ah, you must be one of the new adventurers I've heard so much about. And he reaches up his hand to shake yours.
Zent peers down at the young halfling, or the little halfling, and shows a little sign of confusion at first, but quietly speaks his name back to us. Hello there. I'm Zent. Obviously, as you know, I am one of the adventurers, yes. And Zent reaches his hand out and shakes it back in respect, and then asks him what brings him to town.
So I am Milo Goodhill of Goodhill Contraptions. Surely you've heard of me. Could I perhaps interest you in this fabulous clockwork compass? It can guide you through even the most treacherous of terrain, or your money back. With this in hand, even the worst navigator can stay on course. And he holds out this polished bronze with silver and gold accents compass. He looks extremely proud of it. How does it respond to this?
Zent does an insight check.
Okay. Oh, you rolled good, nice.
Doing an insight check specifically on the compass and the contraption it is, and it's how effective it is. Just making sure that what he's speaking is the truth.
Okay. So the outside of it does seem rather fancy. This is, you've seen some items like this throughout your time in the human cities, but for the most part, you haven't really paid that much attention to them. But these, the item definitely does look like it has value. Like it's a well done. It's like a polished exterior. It's got some accents with gold and silver around it. It's got a fancy insignia on it of whatever company he was talking about, and he seems very proud of it as he holds it out to you.
Zent acknowledges the compass and acknowledges the fanciness of it, and would like to ask him about the cost of such an item.
This fabulous clockwork compass can be yours for the low price of 20 gold pieces.
Fuck you.
Hey, little halfling, what's with that compass there? You trying to sell something fancy about it, or is it just sparkly?
This compass can guide you through even the most treacherous of terrain. You will see as he literally repeats to himself. So Zen, you came down first, so you heard this exact phrase from him moments ago. Gajika, you just arrived, so I don't know if you heard the first one. But he literally just repeats himself verbatim from what he said before.
Being proficient in navigator tools, that's why I'm asking him about it.
Yeah. Do you have to take a look at it?
Yeah, I want to take a look at it and see if it's real or just really shiny.
Over. Yeah. So you pop it open. It has, you notice on the bottom of it, it's got a 3-month satisfaction guarantee or your money back statement on it. But it does say that only at participating Good Hill Contraptions establishments with a bill of sale required. And as you open it up and look inside, it does seem to be a functional compass. Like you move it around a little bit, it is pointing in the direction that you know as north.
I flick it between my hands back and forth and look at the halfling. I look at Zent. I look at the halfling. I say it's not worth.
God, you can make an Arcana check.
You want me to do an Arcanic or a Navigator's Tools?
Arcana, specifically Arcana.
He did say guidance or anything.
Mm-hmm.
There might be more to it than we understand right away.
Okay, so you can sense some sort of energy inside of this that is magical in nature, but you can't really identify what it does. But it's not a purely mundane compass, you can tell that much.
Would I be able to use the Navigator's Tools to see if what he's saying would act or not?
You would need to test it in treacherous terrain for sure. I'm not sure how you would do that in a tavern, but
since I'm proficient with Navigator's Tools and intimidation tactic to make him lower the price of it, because 20 gold pieces is rather steep, and I don't believe him on his quality.
You use intimidation?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. In what ways do you intimidate? Do you talk shit about it, or?
He's not wearing any shoes. He has no fucking shoes on, bro. I tell him I'm already proficient enough with a compass. It's just a regular compass to my knowledge. It might have some magical property, but you're not explaining it, so I'm going to have to ask you to lower the price if you're going to try to sell this to us.
This is a work of fantabulous quality. There's no way it would not be able to guide you through even the worst terrain. You would never get lost using this. So I always guide you to where you want to go.
It's got a 3-month quality back or your money guaranteed on the back, so I'd say you got a surplus of these somewhere with a gimmick going on.
That man said fantabulous.
He did, yes. Are you So this might be a little bit more effective if you specifically offer him a rebuttal, like a different value, than just asking him to lower it.
I haggle.
Yeah.
I would say this isn't worth more than 5 gold pieces.
I'll trade you
Okay.
14 rats.
14 rats.
You accept bits of string?
Dude, he's a hobbit. He's gotta eat rats.
Let me make a... Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. So he sort of narrows his eyes at that. At you offering 5 gold pieces, like, if you don't want it, you don't have to buy it. I have other items up for sale, and he turns back to Zent. So Zent, are you carrying your equipment?
I
Is that an
am
intimidation
carrying all
check
of my
to roll?
belongings, yes.
You notice he particularly eyes your bow, and his eyes sort of light up a little bit. So you're an archer. I happen to have, and he pulls out of a pack on his lower back, an arrow that has like a cylindrical package at the tip. I happen to have some very effective arrows that would be extremely valuable for you.
Zen seems interested in this and would like to inquire about said items. I'd like to know all about what you have to offer if it would help us in our travels.
So these arrows are very carefully designed that on impact, and not a moment prior or before, will explode in a burst of flames. Anything in the area, whether that be people, monsters, or anything flammable. And they will vanish.
The arrows will vanish, or my enemies will vanish?
Your enemy. And he says this with a very wide smile.
Zen would like to inquire about the cost of said arrows, and if there's any kind of insurances on these arrows as well.
I have 5 of these with me, and they sell for 8 gold pieces each.
Does this guy have no shoes if he's swimming in loot?
Zen would like to ask him if he's planning on sticking around for long.
He sort of strains his back and brings his shoulders back a little bit, stands up a little taller, as he says very proudly, "Of course, I am a member of one of the adventuring teams working for the Archmage."
So I want to inform him that my purse is feeling a little light right now. However, I am interested in these arrows, so I'd rather him not leave right away. I'm expecting to get some kind of pay from the Archmage himself as well for my travels in the current, looting that we have done for him. So if he is willing to wait on me, I'd like to come by and re-inquire about some of the items you might have, but just to hold out.
Okay. He does seem... So his prior enthusiasm dampens down quite rapidly once you mention that you don't have a whole lot of money with you.
Understandably.
But he still is amicable and says that whenever you have come into wealth, that he will be able to provide whatever services he can.
Before I step away from him, I'd like to also ask him a question about his company. What does his company specialize in items, or is it specifically just a general trades, anything that comes in and out?
Visual Contraptions makes all kinds of items, from, as I've shown you, compasses and arrows, to much more complex clockwork machinery. We service most of the kingdom. There are multiple locations that you can purchase from Goodhill Contraptions. Unfortunately, we do not have one here in Valenspot, but I am acting as the local representative.
That's fair.
Until this one's able to give us some quality in his merchandise, I wouldn't give him much of an eye.
Well, I'm not going to say too much about the compass right now, but as far as the arrows are concerned, they are interesting to me. I just
Well, we have
couldn't
his
find what I
word
wanted
for
at
it.
the moment.
He's only willing to give us his word. He's not willing to give us demonstration. It kind of says something for
Well,
the type
I'm
of
the
merchant he
curious
might
type.
be.
I'm willing to trust in him before, just to rely on him to prove himself later on. If something comes up with this, if say the arrow backfires on me, he did say that there is some level of insurance is put in place. I would like to ask him where one of his headquarters is outside of this current location, because as his statement was.
Does the arrow vanish? Does the arrow vanish and go back to the dwarf here so that he can resell it to you?
Well, I'm quite certain the arrow is more of a one-time use kind of a situation.
Yes,
and I fully expect
very
nothing
much
less than that.
so. Very much so.
I don't know. Spiky little halfling here. Bunch of gold.
I mean,
You have to
business
take all
is
your shinies
business.
for me, Mr. Goldie.
I completely understand the nature of business.
Shit. Sorry.
I'm going to ask him if he can tell me the nearest headquartered location for his company.
Yeah, so he says that they are headquartered in the capital city of Solantis, but they have establishments in multiple other major cities. If they go to, I don't have all the names of the cities, but we'll just say that he names the nearest major city, so it's not super far away.
I just want to make sure I cover my bases. Yeah. Say I decide to grab this compass later on because, guide me through anything, any problem, no problem.
And as he does that, he would say that he only has a very minor selection with him, but if you require anything of anything more particular, then taking a trip to other actual establishments would provide a whole slew of other options to choose from.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna thank him for sticking around and thank him for his service so far, and hopefully him and I can delve into further business together.
Yep.
Where are your shoes?
He actually looks offended at that.
I'm just curious. Look how fancy your hat is, dude. Your hat is. Look at it. It's dope. It's got white feathers and shit. And you got no shoes on.
Hold on. Does the Aarakocra have shoes? I don't think they do.
I'm gonna have to be clear that the Aarakocra do not wear shoes. We are very talon-footed, so it is not something.
I'm not sure if I'm wearing shoes.
No, I'm pretty sure you're like a water trail.
No, he's not that much water.
Okay.
No.
But I think he's not talking about me. He's talking about the halfling here in the tavern.
Oh no. But if we're talking about people wearing shoes, I'm not sure.
Having trouble focusing, so I'm gonna call it a night because my daughters will wake up in a couple of hours.
Okay. So
Hello.
Oh shit! Sorry. Good night, Rob.
GG.
Sorry about early.
Have a good night.
See you later.
That being said, since he seemed to take offense to my little friend's comments, I'm gonna express my sincere apologies on his behalf.
It was more of a question, but I mean, if he wants to be pissy about it, that's cool.
Nah, some people just don't register the question in tone. I don't know.
Hey, dude, do you trade stuff instead of just? Because I don't have a lot of gold, but I got lots of teeth. Do you like teeth?
let me make him roll another insight check for this.
I'll say he's power rolling against me.
Okay, he's still rolling. Really.
Nope. He's still power rolling.
Okay. So he understands that you're actually making like a genuine offer rather than just trying to insult him. So he's not going to get offended. But he'll say that I offer a multitude of very useful items for adventurers, and if you have valuable items to trade, then I would be more than willing to take a look, but teeth I am not quite so interested in.
Fair enough. What about a donkey?
He makes a great storage unit right now.
It's true.
I didn't say anything about the cart.
Yeah.
Zent in this moment is gonna begin to walk away from this conversation.
Okay.
Well, I only ask because you have your donkey and the cart in the stable, but if you sell the donkey, would you be allowed to keep the cart in the stable?
I'm paying for it to be there.
Yeah, he would be. Okay, 1 sec. So Zen, as you walk past and round the counter, you do notice that there are 2 other figures also in the tavern at that table.
At the same table that I say, this is my table. This is my table.
Yeah,
Nobody
but
sits
they
at my
were
table.
already here. You didn't wake up early enough.
Damn it.
The disease, man. It's just the disease. It kept you asleep for an extra hour.
Gotta get up at 4 a.m. every morning.
I appreciate you pointing that out because I actually didn't see those figures on the table.
I do every day, man.
Yeah, I just didn't move them on.
Zent's gonna appear over to the table and he's gonna use a perception check on the occupants of this table to see what they look like, because that 100% is his spot. So he's gonna be curious enough to to hit a good perception on that.
Okay.
That dude's got a crossbow.
Is one of them a butterfly?
That's what I was saying. What is that?
I see the butterfly.
Here we go. Okay.
The butterfly?
It's 2 ladies. The upper one with the crossbow, which is not in her hands, but like on her back. You can tell she's an elf. The other one is a creature that Zent has not seen before. Has purplish skin and horns on her head and a pair of wings coming off of her back.
I'd like to do some kind of insight
wings.
check on that, because that sounds like a species that I'm familiar with only in talk, not that I've seen in person.
Okay. Well, if you wanna, you mean in character? You've heard of them, or?
She sounds like a harpy.
Oh no. Okay, you can tell immediately with your perception check. Not a harpy. These are bat-like wings, and her physical features are more like a tiefling. But But tieflings are extremely rare in this kingdom, so I don't think Zent would have seen any.
Oh, it's a tiefling. Nope, I would not have seen anything to do with them.
Yeah.
It sounded the way that you described the horns and whatnot, and the wings. It sounded like something else. But that's fine. That's fair.
Not a harpy. Very, very much not a harpy.
Fair enough. I think Zent is going to, after inspecting this, I'm going to travel over to this table down here, and not to look too inconspicuous, but I'm going to listen in on the other table, because I am a little bit salty that my spot in the tavern has been taken.
Okay.
Quite salty.
Yeah, so they are talking to each other, but it's mostly about like, oh my god, is he really doing that thing again? Oh my god, he's just constantly trying to sell them shit every single time. This is always what he does.
Okay, so
they are whispering under their breath about what their companion is doing over next to the stairs. And, yeah, they're clearly embarrassed by what the fuck he's doing.
All right.
Okay, so Bramble, Gajiku, anyone else do anything?
You see that, guys? There's one of me in every group. You see that? So what's the deal, man? Yes, donkey, straight up, 1-to-1? Just the compass? I don't need the arrows. That compass sounds cool. Would you like some ass?
He would express that he is not currently in search of pack animals.
I am going to move on from that.
Are you? Oh, are you now?
Yeah.
I'm imagining a hey from Jeremy outside.
Okay,
the
good
moment
sir.
Bramble asked a hobbit if he wanted some ass, that was
The only other thing that I have that might interest you, sir, are pelts from a warg or some owlbear beaks. But it's all stuff from things that have crossed me as I narrow my eyes.
I think a lot of this looks like the start of a midget wrestling match.
Okay, he would say that he is more on the market for finished goods rather than
Fair enough.
raw materials.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, sir.
Okay.
Stingy ass halfling motherfucker.
You're awfully hard spoken for a little gnome of the forest that's been not around these parts.
You gotta remember, I have no social etiquette. All of that shit is meaningless.
Zero. You want to come join us for some brekkie while we listen in on these guys talk shit about?
I was gonna say, I thought I saw you come this way. So here I come. Oh wait, hey, that smells good. What are you making?
Well, I'm not making anything. I'm just gonna.
Great. No, I'm talking to this guy right here. I'm talking to the guy behind the counter. It smells great. Okay, here I come.
Well, you're smelling some fresh bread that's being baked, and some reheated soup from last night.
Oh, cool. Oh, all right. It's the same soup. Hey, it's my friends. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Bramble, please make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. And you get a decent bonus from that. That's plenty. What is your bonus though? 5. Yeah, easy. Okay, so at first you're just trying to be friendly, but as you're making eye contact, you realize something. You've met this elf before.
Where do I know this elf from?
This is Takari.
Oh my god! Hey! How do I stand on the table?
It's an object you can't stand
Make a
Yes, I can. Hey!
acrobatics change.
Oh god.
This fucking guy.
You don't understand.
Our gnome's up to something against guys. Let's watch.
You don't understand.
Joke's on you.
Don't
I've been
understand.
watching.
Oh shit! Click the wrong button. You guys don't understand. Hang on. Oh my sweet lord.
Are you guys like doing the same thing, like whispering, "Oh my god, he's doing this again"? Like, they just were.
I'm being very open about it. Is that our gnome?
We are accustomed to this and just letting it go in these stages of our companionship with him.
Yep. Eyes wide open, watching the gnome. Oh my gosh, what's about to happen?
The only thing we're gonna do is prevent him getting
Does
himself
she
killed.
recognize who I am?
Well, first make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
For jumping on the table.
I'm gonna love this part. Holy shit.
Is that also a 20?
Yeah, D20 plus 3.
Critical fail.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
You do it. You succeed. You jump right up on that table and you, describe your facial expression as you realize who this is.
One of Wile E. Coyote, where his jaw is dropping on the floor.
Okay, perfect.
Wide mouthed.
Cartoon character.
So you recognized her like the instant your eyes met, and it took her a moment. But after a few moments, her eyes also widened a bit as she seemed to recognize you. And she goes like, "You're that chipmunk person, right?"
Yeah. You're the elf lady that taught me what people were. That was like 50 years ago.
For the record, it was 20, but
whatever.
He's in character.
Years are long for little people.
He's in character. He's doing fine.
Like I have dog ears? Thanks, Tim.
Get shit on.
Oh my! What are you doing here?
I'm adventuring like I even was back then. Why are you here?
You know what? I don't really know either. I kind of met some of these cool people on the road. They helped me while I was kind of coming into town. I was just trying to sell some stuff. I was with this stupid donkey outside, but that's okay. They helped me come here. We just sort of wound up working together. We're doing stuff for this. What do you call those dickhead wizards that live by themselves in towers? Those guys. We're doing something for him. He's asking us to find these like big shiny glowy things that he wants. I don't know. They're cool people. These guys that I'm hanging out with. They seem to be nice. Do you guys? Hold on one sec. Do you guys know who this is? She's the coolest. She's the coolest. She's also like me. She's like me. She what do we call it? She's a druid. She animal person.
Okay, so at this
awesome.
point,
Oh, sorry. Let me get off your breakfast.
The other woman here sort of is looking confused, and apparently after her look to, she asked Akari to introduce everybody because she seems to know people. And she will say that this is Bramble, who she met 20 years ago, and apparently he is here with his companions. And then she will sort of look to the rest of you and introduce herself as Takari Leafwilds, an elf druid who is an old friend of Bramble's.
He is the coolest.
Zentis can say greetings. I am Zent. I am one of the adventurers in Bramble's party. Just more a friend of Bramble these days than we were in the beginning, but we're getting along just fine. How do you guys know each other? You guys say you met?
She was part of an adventuring group that I encountered while I was kind of just roaming around before I even knew what humanoids were. I had never seen anything other than creatures and beasts in my life until I met her and her adventuring party.
Well, Zen's gonna hear this, and he's gonna look over to her, and he's gonna ask her, what has your travels brought you to this little town? There's not much here, not much going on. Are you also hired by the Archmage?
Okay, and by the way, Bramble, you do notice that because your perception earlier was so high that she's the only one you recognize out of this group. The other two, Milo and the Tiefling, you do not recognize.
Yeah, I would have figured I would have recognized a dragon lady and a hobbit.
Yeah, just confirming for you.
No,
okay.
Fair enough. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so Takari will explain that they are currently here working for the Archmage, but her personal reasons is really just to assist the others. She's not quite hired help, but she is fulfilling a favor for a different old friend of hers to help out the younger adventurers, as she refers to Milo and the tiefling woman.
So you're the master, and they're your apprentices. Is that what I'm understanding? This current relationship is between your party.
Takari thinks of herself more as a chaperone.
She's a badass.
Okay.
We have a
over else.
and he doesn't do much.
Okay, and as this is finishing up, the tiefling woman will sort of focus a little bit more on you, Zent, and you notice that ever since you sat down, her eyes kind of went a little wide, and she leans forward a little bit. So, what are you exactly?
Zent's gonna also lean in and place his elbows on the table and fold his fingers together in front of his beak, and he's gonna say, I'm just a person like everybody else. Just a person. Not gonna shed too much about his species, because I don't know much about her or where she is. She looks just as mysterious to me as I do to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and clearly neither of you have ever seen a creature of the other person.
No.
Or it's out his drink and just rocks and says, "You're not a person."
So after I say that, before she's able to respond, I'm gonna say, I'll tell you what. You tell me about yourself, and I'll share anything you want to know.
She'll say that she's a tiefling. And her name is Ashira.
I'm gonna ask her, what do you specialize in? Do you have a particular job? Do you have a particular style? What do you do? What drives you?
She punches things. She's a monk.
More unga for their bunga.
Another one to lose their cool and go rage and berserk.
Yeah, and when she mentions that, she does give a bit of a smirk, like you know the type.
Yeah, Zent's gonna smack the table in laughter and go, I love these kinds of people. They're my kind of people. Nice and simple, straight to the point. My name is Zent. I am an Aarakocra. I'm a bird person. That's how everybody else sees it, at least. Although, there's a lot more to it than just saying bird person, but that seems to be my nickname around here to my companions. That's fine. I'm not bothered by it. I'm a rogue, mostly scout. Trying to get around with my wings and taking care of my team, my party, so that nobody gets more injured than necessary. Looks over at Dress. Other than that, there's not much to me. I'm not very special. Just starting out and venturing and getting around and getting my name out there.
You're special, all right.
I know it. Too bad Dress wasn't here to get that comment on the cheek.
Yeah.
Your wings are pretty. Can I touch them?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, you're about to invade somebody's personal space. I feel like this is a fair compromise.
Ooh.
She's flattered.
You look at her with those big doe eyes.
Oh no.
And she shrugs and extends one of her wings out towards you a little bit.
Oh, she likes halflings.
Gnomes.
I'm so much shorter than that.
Gnomes. Oh, she likes them shorter than the halfling.
Oh, they feel like velvet. It's so cool. They're so soft. They smell like daisies.
Okay, moving on.
You got all like this.
There goes Shep. He's okay.
He's hanging out.
Yeah, let me.
So I missed it. Did she introduce what she was?
She said she was a halfling. Tiefling. Tiefling.
Oh, okay. With wings. Cool. All right.
That is, I'll admit that's a little bit of even for me new, but you and I only have Baldur's Gate experience with Tiefling, so we can't say too much.
But a tiefling is like a mutation of a race, though, right? Like so.
It's like a devil person, but most of the time, low-level tieflings do not possess wings. Only high-level ones have wings.
I didn't even know that they.
I don't know that she's low level or high level.
People that have wings. She's just all staring at us as we're talking about her openly at the table.
I don't give a fuck about what I have.
She's used to drawing attention.
That's fair.
The tieflings are very rare, so.
Okay, well, what are you guys looking for? Because if you're working for the Archmage, we're working for the. What did he send you for? Because he sent us for something.
Yeah. How long have you guys been working here? Because the last time we were in town before making this most recent trip, we don't remember ever seeing you guys. We only heard about you when we got in town earlier this morning.
We've not been here long.
I was gonna say, what, less than a day, guys? A day, maybe?
No, it's been
about a week.
We've been here
almost a week.
We've almost had a full work week here, guys.
Man, time flies when you're having fun. I like hanging out with you guys. This is a good time.
Fun, almost dying.
I mean, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that other guy murdering all those poor animals in front of me either. But aside from those few things, it's been great.
It's all part of the good times.
Yeah. Just rolling with it.
Yeah, Zent's gonna turn to her and say, yeah, we started here recently. We picked up a summons of some kind from a guild inside mainlands, inside one of the head cities, and we came here in search of work and just a place to belong. But I think several of us have other reasons why we're also out here trying to get information and just trying to feel our way around the lands.
Yeah. By the way, is Takari's nameplate appearing for you guys?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure, because for some reason it's not on my side, but that's fine.
Ashira is also there, and Milo.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so Takari would explain that they've been working with the Archmage for a little bit more than a month by now. They've mostly been exploring around the edges of the mountains. There's been a few ruins up there, and they've been collecting anything of value they could find to bring it back for the Archmage.
Alright, well, I'm gonna...
That's the same kind of fucking fetch quest we're doing.
I'm gonna express a little bit of curiosity to the leader at this table. Which one was it? It was Takari was the leader, right? Takari was the leader of them.
She is the one who considers herself the chaperone, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to look at Takari and say, I overheard you talking about your friend here. I guess, to what my understanding, you said his name was Milo.
He also introduced himself. Very proudly. It's Milo Goodhill of Goodhill Contraption.
I'm just going to act like I didn't hear him, though. That's part of what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm going to act like I didn't hear him, because now I'm going to ask her. I think your friend was trying to sell me some stuff, but I don't know too much about the items that he's trying to sell. Does he do this often? Does he scam people, or is this like is he legit? I don't know what's going on. I've not experienced guys like him.
I would never scam anyone. I am Milo Goodhill of Goodhill Contraptions, and don't you forget it.
Well, the reason why I say scam is because my friend here detected a little bit of faint magic coming from the item he tried to sell to us, but cannot express what the magic was coming from or what it was emanating from. So it made us a little bit put off by it.
Yeah, okay. So Takari would sort of look over to Milo, was like, what item were you trying to sell them? And he pulls out the compass. And she glances at it briefly before looking back to you. We've used this thing multiple times. while we've been here. It actually is pretty good. It does what it says on the tin.
How many of them does he have?
Just the one. But we've been here long enough to get a general lay of the land. Armand doesn't even need to accompany us anymore.
No, I
And
appreciate
with a
you
Sheila
letting
here
him
who
know.
can fly above us, he can guide us for any difficult areas.
Her and I seem to be sharing a little bit on path.
Mm-hmm. What was that, Gajiku?
But I still don't see it worth 20 gold pieces.
All right, and okay, so
is there anyone else in your party, or is it just you three people?
Yeah, Takari would nod. We have two more in our company. Joram and Arkin are out near the fountain in the middle of town.
All right. I'm gonna say, well, hopefully we run into you more often. You guys seem pretty friendly and down to earth, but I think we need to go talk to all of our here collective boss and see about getting paid for our troubles and the dangers that we've endured just to get here.
Well, self-inflicted.
Okay.
Yeah, those rats are. Oh.
Yeah, so you guys head off to the Archmage, I guess.
I'd like to.
Okay.
I haven't seen her in 2 decades.
Yeah, you can stick here.
You're
and let the
welcome
other
to
guys
stick
go.
around.
I want my cut.
I'll make sure you get your cut, Bramble.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
We're gonna tell them like we got like one ball, right?
I can
what are you
still
talking
hear
about?
you.
Cut.
What?
All right, yeah, we're gonna head on over to the Archmage. I'm just kind of scrolling out, so I put my character in a random spot. Boom.
Hey man, so like, if you are Milo Goodhill of Goodhill Contraptions, how come you're the one out snake oil salesman?
Snake oil. This is premium stuff. How dare you?
He's really pissed at me for the no shoes comment.
I mean, keep firing off on these comments here. It's just piling up right now.
Okay, so you guys head into the Archmage's tower. Armand opens the door and everything like that. You guys start to have a bit of a chat. Do you guys just start pulling out everything you found, or approach it?
I'm going to, at least I was the first one in the door, I'm assuming, because I left first. And I approached him and I'm going to say, well, we've returned, and I feel like Armand can attest, while that was a little bit bumpy, we actually did pretty good. I feel like we had a pretty good yield on this trip. And Zent is going to open up his pouch, and I believe this is a table in front of us because the wood looks a little different than the floor.
Yes, it's
Zent is going to place his 5 mana shards on the table.
So it's one mana shard that weighs 5 pounds. Just
oh, sorry, I missed. My bad.
Dress also found 3.
Yeah.
So you guys have 4 total.
Perfect. So
Works is also going to reach into his pocket and pull out 20 stones and be like,
I also have one on my person.
Yes. Yeah, because Dress gave you one.
Okay.
So I can assume that collectively our party pulls out our mana shards from our pockets or our bags and whatnot, and we all place them in front of us collectively.
Not necessarily. I want to know what he's using them for, and he doesn't know I have it yet.
Then, I mean, you're welcome to withhold one of yours if you have one, and just hold on to it for now. But I'm putting mine on the table because I'm trying to at least show a sign of trust here, and I'm trying to actually figure stuff out outside of what we're doing here in town and to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, so he will. He gives a little bit of a satisfied smile, seeing the three of them that are placed out. Excellent job. I'm surprised that there would be so many of them in that small temple, but it's not something that I would ever complain about. If that is what you found, then excellent. In this case, then you guys can ask three things of me. Like, would you like magic items in response? Would you like information? Gold I could provide? You guys have options, so. What would you like in exchange for me for handing them over?
I'd like to talk to him at least in particular. I'm not jumping on gold right away, especially after he's put many options on the table for possible rewards or payment. I'm going to inquire about potential magic items. What he might have that he'd be feeling like was worth our trouble there. It's a very interesting topic that he would bring that up.
Yes. So he sort of runs a hand through his beard a little bit.
As wizards do.
Yes, yeah. I have many items that could be of value for you if you would like to describe something you are seeking, and if I have something similar enough, then perhaps we could work out a deal, but be aware that these are only medium-sized mana shards, and there are only 3, so anything beyond a certain level of power, you certainly would not be able to get 3 of them.
Understandable.
And remember that this is for the group as a whole, so
yep, I'm not just going to immediately try to
first, who gets to ask what. Or if you take the gold, then obviously you can split it amongst all of you. Or if there are other things that you have found, other artifacts, perhaps not mana shards, those may also contribute.
Well, Zen's going to take that opportunity to pull out 2 rubies and place them on the table as well. Be like, well, I don't know too much in regards to artifacts, but I believe a couple of us did find more than just the mana shards in there that looked like they could be of value.
I wanted to ask Sense about his amulet and have that appraised by the Archmage.
That's true. That is very true. And I'm gonna go off of Gajaku's reminder that I forgot about this amulet with the deity. He's very much right. I completely forgot about this amulet, and I'm gonna place the amulet.
He would not have gotten those rubies.
Yeah.
On his own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna place the amulet on the table and the brass bell on the table, and say I'm also curious about these items, but I don't know too much about them.
Do you also do the brass ring that you found with it?
Actually, you know what? I could. My inventory is a little bit of a mess right now, so yes.
Mr. Treasurer.
Yeah, I know, Mr. Treasurer. You stop it. You stop that right now. I'm gonna look at Gajaku and I give him a little bit of cut. I'd be like, "Well, thank you for reminding me, but that's all. Thanks."
Okay, and
why I have a bag of holders. He's getting to that. I was gonna ask him about having the books appraised as well.
Okay. So he says that he'll need to look a little closer at the items to study them to identify their value, and that goes for the books as well. But the mana shards could be immediately traded for items, and then give him a day or two, and he would be ready to provide compensation for anything else that once he appraises them. But he is certainly willing to compensate for you guys for the amulet, the ring, the rubies, and the books.
Is he doing that in trading for the mana shards, or is he doing that for?
So he would need to appraise the other items before he can know what value to give you guys. But the mana shards have an immediately determinable value, so you guys can immediately get compensation from that, whether that be as magic items, information, money.
I'm trying to fucking help.
I just want to inquire about his mana shards, what he would be using the mana shards for now that he has 3.
Okay.
Could be used as a...
He sort of lifts the hand up around the tower itself. This tower has many uses. I can view from afar to identify where potential mana shards could be. It also has multiple ranges for defensive purposes in case the town ever comes under attack. These mana shards are a crucial usage for that, in addition to being able to be used for powerful spells as catalysts.
Some smaller mana shards, they're more likely to use for some defense mechanism rather than a large shard.
Yeah, the different sizes of shards would have different uses, yes.
I'm gonna look at the party. I'm gonna ask what's everybody's vote on how we deal with the mana shards. Do we want to just seeing as we have an uneven amount of these shards, do you guys want to just give them to them for the base value of gold and split it amongst our party equally, or do we want to maybe even save up on shards to possibly exchange for items later?
What magical items does he have right now that he would offer for the 3? Because whatever magical item we take would be most likely for one person, so it would be more than likely.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can ask for something, and if he has something appropriately, then he could bring it out, but he's not going to just give a catalog of every single magic item he possesses.
That he has.
And also, it has to be of a specific level of value. Like, you're not going to be able to get legendary
At this point in time, I'd say our best bet's just to save up on the mana shards if you want us to do it like that. And that way we could perhaps later on score something of better quality for one of our spells that we may need, or something that might require more high-end merchandise.
Well, that being said, I'm going to look over at Gajiku and I'm going to say, well, I feel like in good respect, we should at least give him one of these, as he did send us out to go collect them. So I'll happily give him mine for the gold value that they are, and I'll split it amongst our party. Just feels appropriate. If everybody agrees on saving the other ones to try and create like a pseudo savings account to see if you could get something of higher value.
Why don't you just give it to him and bank it?
As in hand it over and
we can take the gold for one of them and split it amongst ourselves and bank the other 3, so that when we bring him more mana shard, we already have 3 banked with him.
Is he willing to do that, or is everything just a one-off time?
Yeah, he's willing to do that.
No, that sounds good to me.
He is willing to work with you guys for as long as you
are useful.
Yeah, exactly.
You now have a credit of 3 mana shards.
Well, one of them we would like as a credit. We would like the gold in return, so that we could split it. We could divvy it out. So the 2 of them credits, yes. The one of them we would like to get some kind of.
Are you keeping yours for now?
I'm gonna study mine for a little bit, so yeah.
Okay. Let me make a note of that, and Armand will count out 60 gold pieces.
Oof.
So everyone can add 10 to their inventory.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's a lot of dough.
Get up there again.
And there wasn't even a big one. Imagine what we get for a big one. A bigums.
Imagine we have to fight for a big one.
It's so negative.
I was hoping an Albert would have something in his guts, you know?
Super realistic. Very accurate though.
As for the other items, I'm gonna glance back over at him. I'm gonna say, as for these other these particular items, the brass ring, the amulet with this godlike figure on it, and this brass bell, I would like to leave them in your care for the time being, so you could do some analysis on them. I'd like to know what they are. And can I trust them with you?
Yeah, it'll take him some time to appraise them. And then if you guys visit him tomorrow, then he can give you compensation for their value. If you keep the items.
80 books that we thought were scrap, could I give them to the Archmage? Perhaps he could be able to do something with them if...
Firewood. Kindling.
Yeah. So he says
kindling.
Yeah, he says to just pile anything onto the table, and him and Armand would sort through it.
Yeah, the village can use them for tinder.
I am going to leave them in his care for the appraisal, but if they turn out to be magical items of some kind, I'd like to at least know what they are instead of just their gold value, in case they might be of use to our party members.
So we're leaving 19 books to be appraised by him, and the other...
Okay. So the brass bell, brass ring, amulet with the symbol of a deity, 19 books, and 81 trash books.
Yep, he has 81 trash books on the table.
Okay.
19 to be appraised.
Inventories and and some rubies. Are you handing him the rubies too, or?
I am also going to hand on the rubies, but if they don't seem like they're going to be of value other than their gold value. So
he says that he can immediately give you the value for those.
Yep.
They're 25 gold each. So.
Yep. So the 50. In good faith of my party, I'm going to let each of them have the 10 gold each, and I'll be the one that doesn't get the 10 gold this time, in hopes that next time I'm the one that's treated nice.
I wanted to express to the Archmage as well my interest in learning more about planes and anything of interest that might be involved in the books in relation to them.
Assuming you're on May this weekend, then?
Next weekend.
I'd like to ask about Mithril Halfplate as well.
Okay. He'll say that he, unfortunately, does not usually keep heavy armor.
Thursday, I'm on Thursday. Back up.
But, he could have something which might aid you at least. If you guys so choose.
Everybody add 10 gold to your inventory. I got rid of the rubies. He has them now. I'm not adding any money to mine.
Wait, you got rid of the... Rob.
They have no value outside of selling.
Some of us need crushed rubies and an inlaid vial for spells.
Oh, you need crushed rubies and vials for spells?
Mm-hmm.
I wish you had told me that before.
You can have them back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just don't add the extra money to your inventory.
I mean, I wasn't adding anything to mine, so as long as everybody else is, I don't know. What spells are you using them for?
It's later on, but it would be nice to have it now.
My Seth's gonna throw his hands up in the air and say, "All right, sure," and I'm gonna hand the rubies over to Gajiku instead of having them in my inventory. Not that they weigh a whole lot, but.
Okay. The Archmage will also say that the next mission he was thinking about would be you guys working with the other team that has arrived in town to go on a larger to attack a larger encampment that that might have more valuable items.
And Zen's gonna smile and say, "Yeah, we've met your other guys. They seem good. Especially the elf, which seems quite formidable."
They have been quite effective as adventurers since they have arrived.
I'm gonna ask the Archmage how he intends the divvy cut based on the party grouping, because we have more members in our party than they have in theirs.
That is between you and them.
All right. They get nothing. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Alright.
Any other comments with the Archmage?
I'm just double checking on the rubies before doing that.
Okay. Well, you can also trade those later if you don't want to.
Sure.
Pocket them for now.
No, I need gold inlaid. But for now, we'll just pocket them.
Okay.
We got distracted. We got super distracted. 19 books to Meiji.
Kane.
Yes.
Give me a religion check, please.
Homine domine stay.
Okay. So, unless you've got anything else with the Archmage, then we'll just move on. But as you walk out of the tower, you spot two figures near the fountain, and you recognize the symbol on their shield. It is a different deity than yours. It's not Helm, but this is a deity called Torm, which is another goddess or god of good. There is the god of courage and self-sacrifice. And you recognize that these two people seem to be affiliated with that order.
Okay.
You can deal with that as you will.
Ignore their existence entirely.
Let's keep walking.
Act like we don't see them. Send Zent over to pickpocket the shield right out of his hand.
Start a holy war.
I'm sorry, are we dealing with this the way Christians normally deal with things?
Let's say,
Oh my god, start the crusades.
I almost want to ask Kane if he knows anything about the people. Do they like others, or are they of his religion? Are they going to try to pick a fight with us because we're different? We're not all necessarily human.
They're both good aligned.
Do you talk to Kane about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I asked Kane. I'm asking Kane all this. Walking past them, gesturing at them. Did he have affiliation?
I don't know anything about the god Torm. Or that religion.
Like they might have a problem with us.
I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah, you know at a, like, I guess, political level that they have a positive relationship with the Order of Helm.
well, they're not a threat to us. Fine.
Not Kane, anyways.
Yeah.
Gajaku, you are just so violently paranoid of every being around you, huh?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Anyone want to do anything else?
I'd like to walk up to the members at the fountain and breach conversation with them.
Okay.
I'm still inside the buddy's house, so I'm gonna get computer acting up a little bit. A little slow for a second there. I'll walk up. I'm gonna approach Joram, and he's the guy with the shield. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna approach him and say, "Hello there. My name is Zent. I am of the other party currently in town. Obviously, I've been informed by the Archmage that we are to likely team up in this next adventure. Have you guys talked to the Archmage yet?"
They will say that no, they haven't heard about that yet. But if they are to fight together, then they are hoping for the best.
Zent is going to use a perception check on them.
Yeah, he gives you. Do an insight. Insight.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But he gives you an acknowledging nod, like one warrior to another. Yeah, they seem to be experienced warriors. One is a dwarf.
My Discord went silent for a moment. What did you say?
Discord does that a lot.
That was weird.
What was the last thing I said?
You were just You were just responding. It was immediately after you were describing the response to Zint's introduction and talking about.
You didn't miss anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so he says that if they're to fight together, then he hopes for the best, and he gives Zint an acknowledging nod, like from one warrior to another.
Okay.
But Zint, you notice that one of them is human, the other one is a dwarf, which, dwarves are quite rare around here, and Druss, if Painsake were still here, then he would also want to be probably involved with this. But let's see. So they both seem all geared out for melee combat. One with a warhammer and one with a sword. Both have shields. They wear plenty of religious iconography, similar to Cain, though the deity seems to be different. And earlier, Takari had mentioned that they did have two other members of their team, so these are obviously them. And yeah, let's see. Is there anything else in particular you were trying to be insightful towards? Like, they don't seem to. They're not eyeing you in any bad way. Like, they're not going to be hostile or anything, or they don't look down at you.
Zent is gonna say, I think I ran into your companions inside the Words Hard Tavern. Who's the leader of your group? Who's the leader of your party?
So as you mentioned that you met their companions, they will glance at each other as like, did Milo bother you?
Zent is going to smile, give a coy smile, and say, I wouldn't say bother. But I've talked to him.
Excellent. On paper, Ashira leads the party, but many of us just more look towards Takari.
What do you mean look towards Takari?
She is by far the most experienced out of the group. She is, well, I won't speak on her age, but she's more experienced than the rest of us.
Fourth wall break. Takari was the elf.
Yes,
the older elf,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, if she's the most experienced, why is Shira on paper the leader and not Takari? Is this whole apprenticeship guide thing?
Takari is old friends with Ashira's mother and is sort of doing a favor for her by looking after Ashira.
I'm starting to get a wider picture of their relationship and what's going on here. That's fine. All right. Well, I apologize for bothering you or taking any of your time from whatever it was you guys were doing out here at the fountain. Don't piss in it. I'm gonna go head on back over to my friends.
The dwarf gives a hearty laugh, and they sort of wave you off. They take it in good spirits. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything in particular? So Bramble, how's it going in the tavern?
I have been catching up. Yep. This entire time, I have no idea what's been happening out there with the Archmage. I have been following around Takari like a lost dog and just catching up the entire time about what she's been doing over the last 20 years.
Been harassing the poor woman.
Yes, she's an elf. You guys gotta understand, in my world, she's not just an elf. She is the elf. The elf.
Yep.
When I approached their party, I was a fucking chipmunk because I'd never seen humans before. I had no idea what they were, and she stared at me and locked eyes with me after like an hour of me staring at their party, and then started talking to me. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, and I imagine that she's probably familiar enough with this from her description as a chaperone.
Okay. Yeah. So you, I guess, recount your
adventures.
essentially life story since meeting her, and he'll
All
go
the
over.
ridiculous things that led me up to this point.
Yeah, exactly. Probably gesticulate wildly while explaining in fantastic detail
Yeah.
every single thing that has happened, and you're like talking about the goblins that you killed and the ogres and
pulling the teeth out all over the floor
and the rats and how they were so mistreated by the fucking dwarf.
Fucking asshole. He'll get his.
Just trying to deepen my bond with her.
Oh
yeah. I'm gonna look over at Bramwell. I'm gonna say, well, fear not, because we're probably gonna be spending a lot more time with her in the coming future.
What do you mean?
According to the Archmage, we're probably going to be going on our next adventure with her and their party.
Woo!
Put it back in your pants, Bramble. Put it back in your Bramble. Put it back in your pants.
Happy dance, doing my happy dance, doing my happy dance. In hindsight, that's probably gonna suck.
I say, Bramble, have you ever had to deal with combat with?
This is the first time I've ever hung out with more. I don't know how many were there in a party before. 6. I don't hang out and do stuff with groups of people.
Well, Bramble, all I can say to you is I hope you make her proud.
I hope I make her proud too.
Put it in your pants.
Stop looking at it.
I can't help it. It's menacing. It's deceptively large for your size.
That's why I have that quarterstaff I needed to stand.
Yeah.
Is that your quarterstaff in your pocket, or are you just happy to see her? Settle down.
I'm front heavy. I'm just off kilter all the time.
Anyways, hey, I think we should move on before he gets too distracted.
Okay. So you guys have a nice relaxing day, hanging out around the village.
I think Zent would like to go to the blacksmith to inquire about
I was
those
about to bring that
arrowheads.
up.
Yeah, just letting this story narrative continue.
Yeah, he's got them ready.
Like to ask him about the price. Wow, how much do I owe you, sir? How much do I owe you for your services?
How many?
Did I already say? I can't remember.
I don't even remember either.
Oh wait, no, I think I wrote it down in my inventory with blacksmith because I've been like I do bracketing for my inventory. Even the items that I gave to the archmage, I put in brackets. It's 22 arrow shafts with blacksmith for the arrowheads. I have it in my inventory right above my rubies.
He will charge you 5 silver.
No problem. Easy money. That's a good price. I'm gonna have to break down how many silver is that? Gold is it
10.
10?
Oh, it's a half gold basically.
That's fine. I'm gonna give him a half gold, and I'm gonna increase
You can
my
just give
3
him
to an 8.
that single electrum piece. That would work.
Oh, the single electrum piece?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep the electrum piece because I've already edited my gold, and I don't want to go back.
That's fine.
So
yeah. So you get 22.
Lie down, you.
You get 22 arrow heads.
Perfect. 22 arrowheads. Who did we just lose? And regain. Never mind.
I'm the one that does that.
22 arrowheads, and I believe I got I got the shafts. Yeah, sorry, I have the arrowheads I had to get from him. I didn't have them yet. I had the shafts in inventory that were made for me by Bramble. So I guess I would be able to fit the arrowheads to the shafts that I already had prior, and then I guess I could take away 22 of those 30 feathers that I have there, and apply them to my arrows and make them into full-fledged arrows.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have 8 of these, and I'm gonna turn these 22 into my actual. So it's gonna be 45.
Do I need to make you any smaller, smooth shafts?
I think you're providing more than enough of that already.
Okay.
Nasty.
What about some larger smooth shafts? Ooh.
Put it away. Put it away.
Can't help with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be good on that for now. I'm not gonna put in another order yet. I'll wait a little
the
while.
crafting of the arrows takes it takes you a couple hours, but you get it going. Okay. Does anyone else want to accomplish anything before the day's up?
All right.
Is there any way where I'd be able to pick those heads and have them like accidentally?
You were kind of quiet. Say that again.
Yeah.
So is there any way where I could take those heads and have them taxidermied?
He's trying to taxidermy the animal head that he's acquired.
Huh.
I don't think there is a taxidermist in town yet.
Yeah, you don't have...
So I just made you able to freeze them so that they don't decay anymore.
Let's see.
A questionably smart barbarian. I can honestly just see him like tying him to his waist and having him rot. I don't understand. Animals keep coming towards me now.
Oh yeah, how did the Archmage respond to the pile of rocks?
What? I don't think
He probably... So little did he acknowledge it that I didn't even remember there being that situation.
Yeah, I don't remember what you're talking about.
When they were going down the table, I said I pulled out a handful of probably and put them on the table.
Oh.
I pull a fast one
I
on
did
him, I
not
guess.
even process that. He's
No,
looks at you
Rob, in
strangely.
his mind they're the same. He's not trying to pull a fast one. In his mind, they're the same thing.
Fucking barbarians.
Yep.
Crayon eaters.
So good.
Hey man, these are some really nice shiny rocks.
Yeah.
Does the classic fucking tossing the rocks at the window as soon as he turns around.
They're not even real rocks, they're jelly beans.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look at how colorful they are.
Okay. So, the day goes by, everyone just hangs around. Do you guys take another sleep at the inn?
Obviously, he says our next job. It's not yet a time. Does he?
He said the next morning.
The next morning? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to stay up all night for no reason. Although I am gonna head back to the tavern to have myself a meal and a little drinky drink.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be another 1 silver piece and 5 copper.
Yeah. And I want to walk in there and I want to kick Bramble's friends off my fucking table.
I'm
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Although I'm looking at them very menacingly because I want my fucking table back.
I've already made my 1 silver piece and 5 copper for the night.
How about we push the 2 tables together and make 1 big table?
No, I want my own table.
Will you stop being such a bitch?
Yeah. Point out the next squirrel. I'll make sure that one gets it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll calm down.
You know, that's a good point now that I think about it. Since you're in Aarakocra, and you have those giant eyebrows, doesn't every face you make look menacing? Like, you look seriously angry and intense every time you look at anything, right?
I don't want to throw myself under the bus, but that's accurate.
Okay.
Annoyingly accurate.
Okay, so everyone takes the 1 silver and the
Yeah, I can do that right now.
Except for me.
And but you pay the 2 silver for your donkey.
Yep, in the cart. So three silver for me. Another 3, just another 3 silver.
Yep. But hey, you
Fucking
guys
Jeremy.
made 10 gold. That's 100 silver. So.
That's true. That's true.
I'm definitely spending a whole lot more than you are here so far.
Actually, I'm gonna cut that down too. I'm gonna take away 1 gold and make it 10 silver. Boop.
Yep. Let me run the full vest thing again. Okay. Bramble, do a 1d8.
My exhaustion has caught up now, correct? I'd like to think.
Yeah, you can get rid of 1 other stack of exhaustion.
Perfect. I'm back to full now.
Yeah. Okay, Bramble, you will get 1d4 inspiration, so does Kane, and so does Zent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Fuck my life again! Why?
I think it's time to pull out the
Every
fizzies.
time!
Time to pull out the fizzies.
Every time, man. Shit.
Roll 20 is out to get you.
I always get a solid roll the first time, and then it goes, yeah, just kidding.
Yeah.
JK. Here's your ones.
Yep.
Sir, are these the ones you ordered?
The second or third time today.
Getting there. Alright, so we've had our long rest. Is this a return to the Archmage to deliberate, to figure out what the hell's going on?
I would also like to point out that if we're moving as a group, all of us, I'm kind of following where she's going, guys. I don't know how to tell you that.
You sniffing her ass the whole way too, you little man? God damn.
And not in a perverted way, but yeah, I mean, kinda. She's like
Forget I asked.
me.
Forget I asked. So sorry.
He can't stop.
She speaks Sylvan. She can speak to me with her mind.
Well, no,
She's like a god.
Bramble, just remember, she's an elf, she's high society. I would try not to offend her.
She is a wood elf. She is not a high elf. She is humble as fuck.
Again,
She's very nature oriented. She's not bad people.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, let our gnome have his crush. That's alright.
I'm not gonna knock him. I mean, I'd go for some
trying to help him.
elf tail too if I was him. I'm not saying too much about that. Good for him. I might be leaning on Bramble to introduce me to her friend though. She seems winged and interesting.
Winged. That's the only thing that matters.
I mean, we got a lot in common, like flying around and flying around, watching over our friends, flying around.
That eagle sex where you like grasp claws and
Talons?
dive to the ground.
Yeah. Talon diving. Fuck yeah.
Dude, could you even imagine what a half tiefling, half Aarakocra would be like? That sounds insane.
I'm
You
willing
could
to find
hear it.
out.
The mass
all I'm
would be
saying.
incredible.
I'm willing to find out is all I'm saying. I'll take one for the team. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
science.
Okay, Medic, are you here? Guess
Probably fighting with his wife.
Timma!
I mean, losing to his wife.
Accurate,
Losing
yeah.
to his wife is what I meant.
Oh, I saw him on mute.
She is a whole ass menace.
By the way,
Oh, there she is. Sabrina, Aaron said it. Aaron said it. Aaron said it.
Yep.
Not me.
I heard that. And he'll be back in a minute. His buddy was on our property turkey hunting. They've been turkey hunting for the last 4 days. So I don't think he caught anything, but he'll be back in a minute. By the way, remember, I have really good ears. I heard that. I always win. I always win.
Shut up, Sabrina.
I win because I have a top. And as long as I use what I have, I always win. There's never an argument.
You have a what?
I have tits.
Oh my god. Put those,
Listen,
those things
you
away.
know, you've never been there until you've been there when we were playing Rocket League with Tim, and then all of a sudden he's driving in the corner, and he's not playing, and then his mic kicks in, and you hear him laughing, going, "Put your tits away! I can't concentrate on what I'm doing."
Yeah. Funny though.
Well, thanks for that image in my head, but let's get back to what we're doing.
Okay. Just whenever he shows up, remind him to roll 1d4 for inspiration points.
Actually, Sabrina, do that. Sabrina, in the chat, do you see? Is there a little chat window right here? Do you see?
Yep, I see the chat window.
The little chat thing. Type in /R space 1d4.
Okay, 1 second. /R space 1d4.
That's Discord, but.
Sorry, different one. My bad. Different. Yeah, it was different window. I just assumed it was open.
Oh, I see it. No, I got it. Hold on. What was it again?
/R.
Okay. Space
1d4.
There.
Yeah,
that's not a dash.
Yeah, you hit a dash. I need a slash.
Oh,
the
sorry.
One with the
Like the question mark button.
I'm still trying to play with.
Yep.
There we go.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
Perfect. Oh, and it's a 4. Holy shit.
Make him thank you.
You should roll all his dice.
Seriously. Yeah, he needs to thank you desperately.
Okay, I'll tell him in a minute. No problem.
Awesome.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so that gives him a nice stockpile of inspiration points. Okay, so everyone crowds into the bottom of the tower, where, okay, there's obviously not enough chairs for everybody, so some people are going to have to stand.
I'm gonna stand. That's fine with me though.
Can I sit in her lap?
I think she would also take initiative to stand.
All right, I'll stand.
But you can stand beside her and hold the edge of her. I guess she has a cape actually in this token, so you can.
You're gonna be like a small child grabbing the fucking ends of her cape.
Yep. I have to stand there so my shoulder's touching her.
Okay. Okay. So,
Do you just...
going to say that this. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you look up at her like with a beaming smile the entire time? Like, I'm just so happy.
I'm smiling like a goofball the entire time. Yeah, ear to ear, full teeth.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay, so the Archmage is going to explain that this next operation or mission is a bit of a larger scale. There's a section of ruins that used to be part of one of the larger cities of the Varian Empire, and it seems to be the primary area where the ogres have kind of taken up residence, and they've been using that as the center from where they've been spraying out to, take over portions of the region. So the ogres that you guys had fought previously were kind of an offshoot of this major group, and but it's a large enough number of ogres that no single group could really take it on reliably. But by working together, he's hoping that U11 can, at the very least, cause a sizable dent before having to withdraw. But he hopes that you guys can be completely successful because he expects that within the ruins, there's going to be a larger haul of valuables.
Zent's gonna perk up a little bit at the word valuables being used, and Zent's gonna speak out. So we're not expected to eradicate, but at the very least, we have a targeted area with valuables to try to focus on. Is that what I'm to understand?
Yes. So I do not care about the ogres. You can leave them be, or you can decimate them. Whatever is easier for you to get the job done. What I only care about is what you can bring back. This section of the ruins has. It seems like there's sections of it that are more likely to be in better condition than other sections. So I hope that at least some of the things may have survived the years. So I am expecting, at the very least, it should have more than what you could find at the temple that you guys searched prior. As for exactly how much is there, as for exactly how much is there, it's impossible to say. Like, all I can view some things from afar, and I can sense the magic is present there. So at the very least, there should be a few mana shards. The exact number or the exact location is beyond me to say. And he sort of motions over to Armand. Armand here can help with tracking them down once the threat has been neutralized.
Zent's gonna smile at this and say, "I don't know how much use Armand's gonna be now. Right now, I'm in possession of his ring."
You handed it back to him.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm trying to be smart. Trying to be a smart ass.
You're too smart for your own smart ass.
Yeah, bird brain.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Or?
Nope.
These ogres are smarter than the other ogres, is what you're saying.
Not smarter, but there are more of them. It's possible that some of them might be smarter. He does not pretend to be an expert on ogre intelligence, but he does not expect them to suddenly be smarter. This is just the main group, so it's likely they have a leader, but that could just very well be this ogre is slightly stronger than the other ogres.
Or he could have 2 brain cells instead of 1. You never know.
Don't get excessive here. 1.5.
Headed ogre.
Yeah.
All right. I have nothing else. That's good with me. I'd like to, as soon as possible, I'd like to get on the road, but I don't think it's gonna be tonight. I don't know. Oh, you know what? It's only 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, are you guys good to go a little late?
I am, but I can't speak for everybody.
I don't have a problem, but I know only has an hour.
Yeah, as much as I would love to, and I know it was me that fucked us being an hour late tonight. I can't. I get up at 4. I can't.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
I just can't. I drive too big a vehicle to risk it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
It's not one of those things where, like, if I fall asleep, I hurt myself. Like, if I fall asleep behind the wheel of that thing, I kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Fair. Let's at least get some information about our adventure, or stock up, or figure out something before we cut her off and shut her down.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys want to get any resources, or you guys good? Armand would explain that it's a little bit more than a day's journey, so there will at least be 1 long rest involved, probably 2.
Fair. I'm gonna look at the Archmage and I'm gonna say, so I left some things in your care yesterday. I'd like your input on what they are. Have you had a moment to actually take a look at them?
Okay, so let's see. So the brass bell and the brass ring, he says that they probably have some ritualistic purpose. But they are mundane items. They don't seem to have any magical effects. If he if you wish to keep them, then you are welcome to them, or he can buy them off you for their historical value at the very least. The amulet with the symbol of an unknown deity would take a little bit longer to decipher the true identity and details of that deity, because information about that stuff is sparse.
I was going to ask if the books have any knowledge to probably draw from them, since they came from the same place.
He says that reading through what books are in decent enough quality is going to take a longer amount of time. But he has at least confirmed that several of them have readable passages and are indeed from the Viren Empire. So they definitely have historical value, and he's willing to compensate for you guys for them. But in terms of what exactly they discuss, that would take longer to read through.
Getting him the books, I would like him to discuss any information he finds. Otherwise...
Okay, he's going to be slightly curious about if you have a scholastic interest in the Viren Empire like he does, or if there's any particular thing you're
a knowledge seeker. Everything ties together some way.
Okay.
That being said, after the conversation about the
deep,
books,
bro.
I'd like to say, well, as far as the brass ring and the bell go, you said that there isn't really. Or wait, was it the amulet or the bell? Was the ring and the bell?
The ring and the bell probably have some ritualistic purpose, but they're not magical.
Yeah. Okay, so I will sell them to him.
You will or you won't?
I will.
Okay. Will. He will give you 4 gold for each.
Okay, so 8 gold, no problem.
And the amulet, he needs a little bit more time to cross-reference some historical religion books about what it might be referring to, the symbol of the deity, before he can give you an accurate appraisal. So.
Yep. So the gold for the pieces I put into that pouch, and as soon as it has an amount that can be split 6 ways, actually.
Well, remember you gave. Oh no, you didn't actually sell the rubies. You got those back.
No, we gave them to Gajku. I have a pouch with money that I was going to split the first time. I just added the 8 gold to the pouch, so when there's an amount that could be split the 6 ways, I'm going to split it the 6 ways so I can empty it. Plus, I'll do that when everybody's actually present, so they can add it to their stuff.
Hey, why don't you just keep it? Because you were the one that missed out last time and didn't get any gold.
Because I'm a firm believer in fair play, and I would like everybody to get a piece of their cut.
Well, that's what I'm saying, eye for an eye. You missed out on 10 gold last time. You would get, what, 8 this time?
No, he didn't actually sell that.
He didn't sell that gold. No.
He gave the rubies to Gajku. Changed his mind.
Oh, that is right.
Yep, I appreciate you thinking for me, though.
No problem. I got you. Because you're a bird and a person and more.
Yep. I might be a thief, but I don't steal from my friends. There's a little bit of honor.
Honor among thieves, baby.
Yep. It's a good movie. Anyways.
Okay. Anyone want to do any other preparation before heading out? Anything you want to buy? Everyone good on rations and other supplies?
What's Takari buying?
I don't know. Why don't you buy her a drink?
Well, I think she's good. I mean, as a druid, she pretty much lives off the land.
Yeah, that's basically what I figured. Because, yeah, I'm the same way. You pick shit up off the ground and, hey, I can use that.
Okay. Yeah. So, if anyone can think of anything, then you have all week to do so. Otherwise, we will begin the next session by traveling and
Yep. Seeing what encounter we get in our travels. I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
Okay. Anyone got any last minute things to do before we close things out?
No, I think we're okay with that. This has been more of like a narrative driven, non-eventful night, and it's been fine. It's been good. Plus,
I wouldn't
all of
say
us-
non-eventful. I would say non-combat. I had a great time.
Yeah,
today.
that's why I say it's narrative driven. There's narrative.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was good.
Okay. GG, then we'll call it there.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Thank you again, man.
GGs.
Yes, Myth. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
And thank you, Miss Brother. Take me a minute to remember your name eventually.
No problem. You're good.
Right?
Yeah, Casey.
Scrag.
Scrag. Yeah, you can call me Scrag too.